Hello everybody, welcome to another CPL match of the week. A bonus one this week because we're in playoffs, so the action does not stop. I'm Neblime. Here with me is Cold Warpgates. Cold Warpgates, I'm not going to tell you what to say. Oh, now you say hello. I was going to say I'm not going to tell you what to say because I know you'll twist it. But now you're just saying hello, that's beautiful.
Wow, one time.
So, today we have a fairly short cast. We're going to be doing some of the Tier 0 action between Amigos and Mech and Cheese. And we're going to start off with George versus Fazik. Let's get right into it.
Alright.
Anyone in the chat, please just let me know if the balance between the two casters is okay. Alright. In the bottom left here, in the green, we have, I'm pretty sure this is George, not in fact Britta Perry, whatever that means.
That's my guess too.
And in the top left, we have Fazik. So, I believe it's Fazik for Mech and Cheese and George for Amigos.
Oh, alright, well, we've been filled in on the
cool.
meaning behind the name.
I don't know who that is. Does anyone know who that is?
I've never heard that.
10 out of 10 for giving the casters info. I am very impressed.
Yeah.
So, while we have a bit of downtime in the game, for anyone who didn't notice, Stromcullen just posted a post-CPL survey. Check out the CPL announcements channel and go fill that out. Get your say about what you liked, what you didn't this season. As we move into the next season, we'll incorporate all your feedback. I will also post it in the chat. Just everyone, make sure you go fill that out. So, a TVZ here on Circuit Breaker.
Yeah, and these positions are...
Is this a ladder game?
Yeah, they just upload a random ladder game.
Because that's what people do. I mean, whether it leads into BM or like a nice conversation, that's always how people start, right? It's just the universal.
Yeah.
Gotta discuss the
so speaking of a distance, this is the shortest possible rush distance on this map, right?
Yes, absolutely. Now, we don't see any pull first yet, and I don't think it's about to throw one down. So it might not necessarily come into play, but for things like stim timings, absolutely, it can be a big deal. And obviously, by air, these mutalisks are just going to go straight up and down too. We'll see if it comes to that. I wonder if Fazik is a kind of bio player. I don't believe I casted any of his TVC this season, although I've certainly seen him a couple of times before. But you know, there's always the spectre of the Goliath build. This isn't CPL 5, where every single TVC I'm like, oh, here we go again, it's the Goliath build, and the Zergs haven't figured it out. I hope that, you know, there's a bit more variety. But you never know.
Yeah, we'll see. So no cheeses yet. Like how we've seen in some of the previous casts this week, we saw so much cheese.
Oh my god!
Looks like we're gonna start out with a normal looking game.
Yeah, I'm glad it's calmed down a bit because you know they were pretty hyped, but the games only lasted like a few minutes, so you know I wanted more action than that. So both players, you know, I guess if you put down a hatch first, you're saying, well, if my opponent isn't cheesing, I'm going to play for at least like 7 or 8 minutes. They're committing to that much. And we don't see a gas coming up here either, by the way. Double scouting, very diligent. Of course, this is tier 0, so everyone checking all the boxes, you know. We expect them to play at a high level here, and so far they are.
There we go. So we should see a command center down soon, right?
Yeah, that's what Fazik's working towards here. But since he didn't scout, you have to be careful against that early pull and get that second depot.
Yeah.
Okay, gets in the main squeeze. So you go.
Is it normal to on double scout? Because we saw a second SUV leave and then pull back when he found him. Okay.
If you want to be safe, yes. Obviously, you could not do it and just hope. But if sometimes your opponent is going to be 9 pull in the one spot you don't get to, and then you just lose. And you know it's like, well, 1 in 3, but if you want to avoid that 1 in 3 chance of loss. Well, I just looked at the extractor. I never noticed before. The left side really twitches a lot. This SCV! Oh my gosh, that's actually pretty big. Getting that instantly is a huge advantage for Zerg here. Because Terran can't tell how many links he's making. If Terran wants to be safe here, he's going to have to make a bunker right away or send another SCV. That's a great start here for George in this game.
Yeah, there's a bunch of links headed over and no bunker just yet. There's space for one. Okay, here we go.
With 6 links right away, I mean... You can pull SCVs and try and block instead of those, but a bunker is fine here too, I think. So, unfortunately, even though he lost the SCV right away, it's like the downside is Terran has to make his bunker right away. He's kind of playing into Fazik's hands by making this number of lings and meaning he had to make the bunker anyway. Still, though. Oh, the second SCV just scoops right on in there, though. Well, never mind. It would have been a nice advantage for Zerg, but Now he sees everything as well. Sees the lair finished. Even going to see
Exactly.
the spy going down. Man, this SCV must be like Zerg's #1 most wanted right now. He's even assaulting drones.
Oh my god. So greedy.
Yeah, well, he's not going to last long, don't worry.
There you go. He pays for his crimes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it looks like Fazik is setting up for like a stim rush here because he got the academy before the second barracks. But
yeah.
he has like very few marines. That said, George is really skimping on the defense too. No creep colony even up. So we might see something like 6 marines going across the map with 2 medics and just suddenly, stim marines. And like I was saying, with this close rush distance, it could be effective. But I don't know, it just seems like such a small army. Wow, this is very interesting, by the way. George getting the third hatch in the base instead of taking it at a third location. That's not normally what we see.
Yeah. Like, I feel like 2-hatch beta has been so dominant lately, mostly because you can get away with putting that third hatchery at a base.
Oh, Hero Medic saving that SCV from those links.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's like the usual pattern, right? Now, this could mean that George wants to commit to like 2-base play here and just keep making mutas and lings from these 2-base and hit the Terran, which can be viable. I'm not sure where else he's going to go with this unless he just turtles up and goes Ultra on 2-base as well. But it is a lot safer, right? Especially with this stim timing coming out. Say he put it at like the 6 o'clock or something and Terran just walks over there instead of the natural, then he will kill it 100%. But, you know, I don't think Fazik's actually going to move across the map. The Mutalists are about to hatch, so he's kind of missed his window here. I'm intrigued because he went with the one barracks academy, which normally if you do that, your stim is out so fast, you want to go hit Zerg before Lead Tech is out, but he has not actually taken that opportunity until now.
Well, it looks like he should move out right now, at least to clear out these lings. He's left the bunker and grabbed a small group of marines here, but the mutas are already out on the map, and there's like 6 of them at least. I don't think you can fight against that in the middle of the ground, especially with the medics walk away from the marines.
Yeah. Well, one nice thing for Fazik here is that his marine range is like really early because his academy is really early. But oh my god, only 1 turret on these barracks. If okay, George doesn't choose to dive on that, but that could have been a real big point of weakness here. And to be honest, I'm looking at Fazik's base setup, and I don't really like it for Mutalists that much because he has this kind of gap between the barracks and the ramp where there's no turrets, and Mutalists could hang out there and be super annoying. And look at this, the bunker's empty. You know, bunker's empty, depot's destroyed. No, he runs away.
Yeah, George's doing a great job trying to find somewhere to get damage done with those mutas. Just anything you can poke at is really annoying.
So continuing to make Mutalists here, and he's getting +1 air attack, so it may be indeed just like 2-base muta play from here. And look at this, he's going to pounce on these barracks again, thinking this is the weak spot here. Only 2 turrets, okay, takes that one and just retreats though, doesn't want to overcommit. Thing is, if you bruise those Mutalisks too much and Terran just moves across the map, suddenly they're at your natural, and all you have to defend is like a bunch of almost dead Mutalisks.
Yeah, like Mutas can they can go from like winning the game to dead so fast.
Yeah, against Bio in particular, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's like so scary and you're like, god damn it, I can't kill even one of these things, and other times you kind of A-move and they all just melt and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, the bunker's full. That was actually quite a bit of damage he took there. You gotta be careful about that. A bunker is actually like the best thing ever versus Mutalisks. It's a shame it costs so much.
Especially when you get that range upgrade.
Ooh, both these turrets going down. One Mutalist falls. He does pull back again though. I'm surprised that he's going after these turrets so hard and yet choosing not to engage the bio here, because that's where you get efficiency, is when you start hitting the bio. I think he's just waiting for Terran to move out. But interestingly, Terran really not scouting the map that much either, not really trying to look for a third either. I don't know if he just knows what Fazik's doing. I'm sorry, what George is doing. Okay, no, here we go. As soon as I say it, there's that caster curse. But the Mutalist's coming right back in. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, taking some good shots on these Marines as the group has the conga line back up into the main. Oh,
okay, loses
one muta.
Yeah,
but it takes out like 8 or something Marines for that.
Oh, okay, now this is getting bad for Zerg. But how many lings? Yeah, so many lings coming in the front here. There's nothing to block them. The bunker's empty, but they're again like conga lining like the bio was. So many just died there. I mean, you know, you're trying to come in a narrow location. The mutas help, but only so much. Only 5 mutas left. The lings pretty much all taken out. I mean, at this point in the game, 6 lings in your natural is not that scary. Earlier in the game, it's like, oh god, I'm going to die. But right now, it's not a big deal. They take out 1 turret, and the bio is fighting the mutalists without turrets, but there's not that many mutalists left. They're injured already. The bio doing their best, and it looks like they will beat them back. Oh my gosh, George in such a terrible position right now.
Yeah, there's no sunks, there's no third base, there's no lurkers. It's just mutas.
Yeah, like that's his strategy. It's like, you know, maybe his coach tells him, right, what are you going to do in this game? He's like, mutas. Like, okay, then what? It's like, okay, then mutas. and maybe Lings, but mostly Mutas.
Yeah, like not even Guardians, just Mutas.
Yeah, for sure. Like no hype, right? Like you said. I'm intrigued about getting like +2 air weapons or something if you're doing this. I don't know if it's worth. Oh, the medics though. The medics just sacrificing themselves.
Oh my god.
Okay, the Marines do step forward, but already lost 2. Oh. Okay, loses another Mutalisk, actually. I mean, when Zergs is far behind, I don't think that's a bad trade at all. But, Fazit kind of stalling a bit with his teching here. No science facility going down. I'm not sure what happened there, and the barracks are idle while he's trying to fight this. Ling stepping forward. Is it enough? Only 7 Mutalisks here. Oh, sorry, 9 Mutalisks, now 8. And looks like they're going to dive on top of this bio. Looks like they will actually clean it up. A few more Marines coming out, but the last medic falls. Oh, this actually suddenly looks really scary for Fazit. He wasn't able to keep up his bio production, and suddenly he has nothing left. These Mutalisks can really go to town. That one Zergling doesn't seem like much, but it can really cause a lot of damage to those turrets, and more is streaming across the map. Where is the bio for Fazit? He's in so much trouble right now.
Yeah, there's only 3 barracks that are done.
Oh my gosh.
And they're scrambling to get some Marines on the map. That's going to give these Lings plenty of time here.
Trying desperately to repair. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he might have to lift this CC and abandon the natural, but then there's no turrets on the ramp either, so these Mutalisks can just come up here and continue to harass, trying to build them now. But what? There's only 2 Marines on the field. It's if he's pulled to try and fight these Lings, but so many of them will fall. Well, Terran does have a lot to spare though. He's still like 20 up above the Zerg, and he's only on 2 base. But this is looking very brutal right now.
Yeah, I don't think the Terran's gonna be able to build up a Marine force now. I mean, there's a couple of turrets, but these Mutas can pop in and just snipe any Marines that pop out. We have vessels coming out, but they're not going to have the mana to do anything for a long time.
Is Irradiate even researched as well?
I don't even know.
I mean, if they want to dematrix, you're just even more right. It's going to take a while to get the energy. But Terran can lift here. I think this main is secure of all these turrets. And to be honest, it's not necessarily a losing position for Terran if he just lifts and hides in the main. Because Zerg on only 2 bases, with no tech, with vessels coming out in a minute, Terran can actually have a lot of play from that position. But he's going after these starports. A lot of turrets are being taken out. Where are the Marines? They need to defend these. The vessels are his only hope, but the Lings come in as well, just as he's trying to rebuild these turrets. Wait, did a barracks die there? I missed that.
I think the building one got cancelled or something.
Oh, right. Okay, only 2 Marines here, and one of them gets taken out, but the turret's doing their work. I mean, the Mutas count is low, but it's just enough to keep the pressure on.
It's low, but there's still more Mutas than Marines right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, when will the vessels have energy? Oh, Irradiate indeed was not researched.
Oh,
but to be honest, if you have to pick between getting the vessels or the Irradiate, you get the vessels first, because at least then they'll have energy when the Irradiate's done. Only 4 Mutalisks left. So Terran might be stabilizing here. Zerg made a bunch of links, but he's making 4 more Mutalisks right now. Oh my gosh, he's dedicated to this aggression here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason to give up. Oh my god, and Fazik's not lifting the natural command center. It's going to get taken down by 3 links.
Oh, okay, well now Terran's in a position where he has to kill George with a counterattack, basically. Is his only way to win here. I'm not saying it's impossible, especially with Radiate out, and there it goes, doing huge damage. Oh my gosh. 1 Mutalisk actually dies directly, and the rest becomes so bruised. I mean, you don't want to clump those up again now, because 1 more Irradiate, and they'll just all start popping, basically. But can he hold off just these small numbers of Lings with so little bio coming out? And his income is really low now, only 28 SCVs on 1 base. Looks like he'll barely hold off those few Lings. Individual Mutalisks, unfortunately, can't accomplish anything. Wow,
yeah, we saw a George put down another hatchery in his main, so he's still not even thinking about expanding. He just wants some more larvae.
Oh, the Scourge! Oh, doesn't... Oh, okay, gets it. Nice move. Gets a vessel there. And Irradiate on top of the Marines.
Oh,
to them. Oh!
He slid off, but it came back in.
Oh!
There's only 3 Mutas left.
Let's call that fight a draw. 2 Mutas left, 1 Marine, 1 vessel left. Needs to be careful about vessel though. But Terran really needs to build up a force here if he's going to have any hope. What's Terran's upgrades at? He only has 1-1 as well. Didn't start any +2. Oh my gosh. I think George can do this if he just keeps a bioforce and building up. If you get up to like, 20 Marines or whatever with a couple of Radiates though, this starts becoming possible for Zerg from an alternative. He's making a hydrogen. In fact, I think he realizes that the only way he can lose is if Terran is just able to like build up a bioforce and kill these Mutas. But look at this, there's not much left. Only Lings rallying across. Terran doesn't have that much, but I mean, Lings trying to come into this narrow location 1 by 1. I don't think they're going to achieve anything here. Oh, well, he can hit this starport and bait the Marines out, and this is exactly what George wants. He wants the Marines in the spot where the Mutalisks can hit them. But there's only 2 Mutalisks. Okay, 2 more come in. No Radiates available right now. Oh, I say that, but there you go. But, I mean, it's only 2 Mutalisks. Is it even worth the Irradiate? Yeah. Okay, Fazik holds that one.
Yes.
What is left right now for George, other than just a massive amount of Zerglings being made? I mean, you can fight that with Marine Medic. You get enough Marines, enough medics, Ling alone won't do anything.
Lurker is on the way, but it's gonna be like 2 minutes or whatever. There's no Sunkens still.
Yeah.
Just Lings in an Evo chamber coming up, I guess, for Spores is my guess to deal with the vessels. But Fazik, in the meantime, looks like he's just trying to reclaim his natural, getting a bunker down.
I imagine George here is gonna take armor and start moving towards Ultras and Hive. Yeah, see, there's that Queen's Nest. So he's thinking, ah, crap, it didn't actually work. I'm actually going to have to make something else. Because once the vessels start coming out, you can't just rebuild that Mutaflock. Okay, the bunker is up. That's a lot of Zerglings, though, and they can potentially just run past here. There's not really enough bio, I don't think, to stop them doing that. Well, here we go. Nice stim, just in time. Oh, the Marine's trying to run, the Link's trying to run past, getting hit by that bunker really hard. A lot of them falling, actually. I don't think Zerg's going to accomplish much at all with this. He might get that one SCV. Oh, and he will get that one SCV, which is nice. But that was a big investment, and he's like... big mineral bank he had is all gone now.
Yeah, we see 4 Sunkens in production with a bunch of drones, but there's currently no units on the ground. There's 1 muta hanging out in the main, but it's gonna be a long time before George can pressure Fazik. That's why he's definitely got time to get this natural up at least. So
yeah, because unfortunately, he doesn't know if Zerg has another big counterattack that's going to come in as soon as he leaves, so he can't move forward and deny this. Is Zerg going to go for a 3rd base here? Like, he can't keep going on 2 bases, I don't think. I don't think that's going to lead to success here, but at the same time, how is he possibly going to hold a 3rd? Terran SCV count's still pretty low after losing so many evacuating the natural. Oh, there's that drone. Where's it going? And Terran finally scanning a bit. What does he see? He scans the bottom right. He's expecting a 3rd here, but he's just a bit too early, unfortunately, because George only sending it now. I mean, with a couple of D-Matrixes, you could definitely bust that, even with a Lurker there. Unfortunately, some upgrades are a bit late, though, because when you hit, like, 2-2 and 3-3, the Sunkens just become so much weaker. But he does not have that yet.
Yeah, did he scan? He didn't scan the drone, right? He just scanned the...
No, he just scanned the bottom right location, so I don't think he knows. But I think he knows Zerg is teching. I didn't actually see, but I think he must have scanned the main and seen what's going on. I mean, I think you assume at this point, with no more mutas like streaming into your base, Zerg must be taken out of this. But the vessel count is going to be pretty good for Terran. Oh, and look, you're right, he did get a Spore here. Realizing Scourge is going to be a bit tricky at this point in the game. Okay, look at that. 3 high just going over. This is like, you know, a normal game, but just a bit earlier, you know?
10 minutes late.
Yeah, that's right. Except Terran has 3 vessels. So you go over there, you irradiate the 3 lurkers that hatch. What's Zerg going to do about it? Okay, he sends 2 more, but like, there's not going to be a Nidus here for a while because the hatch actually has to finish first. So I don't know. If Terran finds out about this bottom right, I think it's an easy bust. Oh, look at that lurker stack. That's really smart, actually. That's a great move here.
Oh, yeah. Really hard to... nuke them or really a good count on it.
I guess it is kind of like nuking because you're using radiation.
Yeah, I just couldn't think of the word. So we have a Defiler Mount just finishing, along with a 2nd Evo chamber. If he can get a Darkspawn Mount, he's definitely going to stay alive.
Oh, look at that! Even putting that lone Mutalisk on top of those lurkers just to avoid radiates. I mean, Terran might be thinking about D-Matrix here. He has enough energy for 3, and like, I'm not entirely sure that 4 lurkers would be enough if he goes for that. It might not. I don't want to make a call because it would be damn close. But that said, if Terran tries to attack here and loses all his bio, suddenly he's in a terrible position again. But he's just going to come right in the main.
Going to the main.
Yeah.
Eraser.
Well, looks like we probably will. There's no Scourge out right now, so Zerg needs to build some right away, and he is. They're about to hatch. Actually, Terran needs to be really careful here. Oh, he actually got 2 different irradiates on the lurkers. Nicely done. He pulls out just in time for the Scourge. Okay, now this is getting scary for Zerg. Like, 2 lurkers is not very many for this much bio, especially if +2 armor finishes. Oh, but it's a long ways off.
It looks like maybe he's sniffed out the 3rd in the bottom right, because almost everything is moving across the map right now.
Yeah, he must have scanned it again. I just checked if that's
there are 5 stack lurkers covered by an Overlord.
And he can't deal with this again because of this Overlord. That's really nicely done.
Oh no, put it in that whole position.
Oh, okay, but I don't think he can irradiate more than 1 at a time. That said,
I don't think he has it.
It's going to be tough for Zerg to get a Nidus up in time, but Zerg is not getting a Nidus up. He's just going for a counterattack here. And you know what? If Dark Swarm comes out, it's not like Terran has a bunch of bunkers with 5-bats or anything. He might be able to get into the natural, and that's a sure path to defeat here. Oh, he managed to irradiate another one, but the Scourge are in hot pursuit. Oh, they get a vessel. That's pretty big. Terran
there's still going to be 3 lurkers up there.
Yeah. Terran has a bunch more vessels at home. I mean, again, with a D-Matrix, though, I feel like you could potentially bust this. That's really the tool you have here, where if you want to press your advantage, you can. But he's going again for the Irradiate, staying conservative here. I mean, he's getting great value so far. Yep.
Oh, the natural Link's trying to get in, but there's a bunker out here in the middle of nowhere. Managed just to catch those Lings.
Oh, well-placed bunker, it turns out.
Yeah, and 2 bunkers at the third. Like, I think Fazik does, like, he doesn't want to commit to a big attack and like risk losing everything to a lurker. He's just gonna try to expand because he knows that George like is really far behind on where his game plan should be, even after doing so much damage.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna go past this one lurker, realizing like one lurker's not gonna do much against this one bio, but doesn't micro it very well. You need to move command up there. You can't just A move because then you get stuck on the ramp. Abandons the attack, which though I still think is a mistake. He could easily just run past and kill that. Oh, unfortunately a bit of a miss micro there, and I think losing confidence after failing to that one lurker. So now the Defiler's here just in time, misses his opportunity. Oh my gosh, this is like razor's edge stuff right now. That was so close to Fazik getting in here and taking out that base. And now he's just gonna, that is a plague. Damn. Irradiate not available on that vessel. Where are the other vessels? He needs to bring them to this army. He built like a bunch more. Oh, here they go. They're coming across now. But Terran's still looking okay, though. With his third base already up and his 4th on the way, I don't think it's too bad for Zerg to get a 3rd base here. I think he still definitely has the strong advantage, but Zerg survives for now. And he gets in that situation where, you know, he has the Defilers and the Lurkers, so it's not a matter of how much physical force Terran has, it's just a matter of if you can manage the defense. Or try to send another drone out, but it gets killed.
Well, and there's this hidden base in the top right.
Oh, that's nice. Although, again, if Terran finds it, it's not going to be hard to take out. Well, once you get Nidus up there, though. Oh, another plague about to go down here, I think, on all this bio. Here we go. Go get him. Nice. Damn, that first one was devastating, and that one's not bad either.
So, like, at some point when your bio ball gets played, you just, like, walk your medics away so they don't waste all the energy.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. I mean, I think the most popular solution is you just walk everything and just keep them moving back and forth, because if they move commands, they don't heal. Bit of bio getting baited in here, but I mean, the Defiler got irradiated out of the bargain, so I don't think it's too bad for Terran. You know, Terran can afford to kind of throw away minerals a bit. But that said, the SCP count is pretty low, and the barrack town is not super high either, actually, so maybe he needs to be a bit more careful than that. Terran upgrades looking not bad, but he didn't start 3-3. And Zerg already has +2 carapace, so that's a potential advantage. If Zerg can get up to +3 carapace without Terran starting +3, it's going to be pretty tough. A bunch more Lings getting taken out by these bunkers, though. Fazik is bunker man right now.
Yeah, and there's some dropships.
Oh, I missed an eraser, but there was Burrow already researched. But he irradiated all the defense at the ramp. There is nothing there. There's one lurker that's about to die. He can just sprint on up past there. A bunch more Lings coming out of the Nidus, but that is not what you need right now. But I don't think Fazik realizes how poorly defended this is. Oh, he scans. He scans. He sees it. Is he going to go in? I don't know what he's waiting for. Defilers come out, but they're not going to do anything. Okay, there's the lurkers. That's what he needed. The bio is on the move now. I have to zoom out for this. Irradiates the lurkers. Doesn't matter if you have Dark Swarm if they're just about to die underneath. Oh, but there goes the Dark Swarm. Doesn't irradiate the Defiler in time. But I know it might only be a matter of time till the space falls. What does Zerg have to reinforce here? But there's so little bio here. He has so many minerals, but we don't see any Marines coming across to assist this. Oh, he finds the top right, by the way. He's sending a bunch of vessels there. If only they could irradiate the hatchery. Oh, another eraser.
Doing an eraser.
Yeah.
Bottom right. George not reacting this time with the burrow.
Ooh, ouch. Okay, the Vessel Swarm has shown up at the top right, ready to irradiate anything that comes out of that Nidus. Are those hero SCVs going to kill that Nidus?
Yeah, we just see SCVs kill Nidus canal. What?
Oh my god, they did it. And look at that dropship, just carrying those Marines like 10 meters to bypass the lurkers.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if they're even going to survive. I think all these Lings will just clean them up, unfortunately. But taking out this top right, and I mean, there's not much mining going on here. Somehow, during all this, George is still mining 3 on gas in the bottom right, though, which is what he really wants to do. Bunch of bio getting engaged at the natural, going to get taken out by these lurkers as well. But Fazik does have some reinforcements as natural himself. Look at this, setting up for a mech switch here, by the way. Getting a factory in this top right. That says to me that, like, eventually, like 10 minutes later, he's going to be just building tanks there. But it's far off for now. He did add a few more barracks as well. Look how many dropships Fazik's made here. I think he's going to go for like some big doom drop in the main, but there's a lot of Lings around here, and even Scourge that he might fly into. So I know it's a bit scary.
Still that one Muta that was
Yeah.
covering the lurkers earlier.
You know what? One problem for Fazak here is he didn't remake enough SCVs after losing everything. And he's on 4 bases, but he's not mining from the 4th at all because he just doesn't have that many workers. Oh, George sees it and just GG's. I think he knows there's not much to do against that. Damn, what a game.
Yeah, wow. Fazak really like stuck through that game.
Yeah.
He was in his main like out of Marines, only surviving thanks to turrets and SCVs fighting Lings.
Yeah, it was so close to him winning earlier, and then it was so close to Fezzik getting up that ramp, and he managed to do it eventually. Damn, that was a nail biter. Someone in chat saying, "Is this turning into a 1-hour split map game?" Or maybe if he caught those dropships with Scourge or something, it could have.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna jump straight into game 2. Keep it moving. Alright, in the bottom left, in the green, we have George, and in the top right, in the yellow, we have Fazzik, currently up 1 game as we go into Eclipse. So, compared to Circuit Breakers, I think they're even less likely to see cheese, so if he wasn't doing it on Circuit Breakers, he won't be doing it here, because the problem is, even though it's 2-player, the rush distance is long, and there's also that counterbalance of, like, you know, you scout right away. So I don't think line pool popular strat at all here. Proxy racks, though, on the other hand, can be pretty good. By the way, guys, I'm going to remind you again that we have a post-CPL survey to go do. I'm posting in chat now. If you played in CPL, please go fill out that survey. Give us all the feedback so we can make CPL even better next season.
Definitely check that out.
I guess Fazzik has shown that he's not a mech sort of guy. Happy to make Marines all game long.
Yeah.
So that's probably the pattern we're going to see going forward.
Yeah, it seems like, at least at the CPL level, it's like a player picks one. Stylistically, it's not really something that they change up.
Well, it's a lot of effort if you want to learn both different styles, right? Because they are very different.
Yeah.
And the problem is, Bio, you need to practice the micro a lot. And Mech, you have to know like the decision making in the early game very well, or you'll get hurt by all lands. Damn, look at this APM right now. Fazzik almost at 700.
Oh
Why is everyone spamming in quarterfinals?
You gotta get pumped.
I guess so. I didn't notice this during the season though. No one was doing this. Okay, we do have a hatch first coming up. Just high, not extra high. SCV in the Marine will pass like ships in the night. Oh, even a drone scout coming up here. I like the safety.
Yeah, it's worth taking that little penalty there.
You really want to know if Terran's getting gas, right?
Yeah.
And also, I guess, if it's a proxy.
Definitely.
Okay, sneaking up here in the main. Sees it's going to be a 2-hatch build again. I don't know what that drone was about to build, but he sure ain't building it now. Wow, this SCV is aggressive.
Yeah, and I think it's actually costing him time here because he didn't send a worker to the natural.
Ooh.
He could have started the command center minerals ago.
Almost loses the SCV as well. And like, honestly, it's actually a pretty big deal getting the SCV that low because it means the Lings will pick it off so much faster. And he might get in the same situation last game. Actually, he's just going to send it back. He's just saying, well, okay, I know this is going to die instantly, so... Oh, no, he's not. He fooled me. If I was George, I would have been fooled. Here it comes back in. Sees the lair timing though, and I think that's all George really, Fazzik really needs to know. Okay, not going for the early academy this time, by the way. Going for the second barracks before academy. I think that's because the brush distance is so much longer here. There's no scope for a stim timing really.
Well, he went for that last time, and then he never actually did the stim push.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why that was, to be honest. I think maybe he was afraid that there were a lot of Lings made. I'm not really sure. But I like this better, I think. The 2 racks than academy.
Should give him more Marines when the mutas show up, so he'll be less in danger of getting absolutely wiped out, like we saw last game.
Absolutely. Okay.
He canceled the bunker.
Well, yeah, I think it's all right because 6 Lings are this far away. By the time they get there, you'll have 3 or 4 Marines. Although he didn't start the next one. Maybe it will be a problem. If he doesn't...
again. Yeah, I'm kind of. That's
oh,
funny.
You know what? He doesn't have a depot down here either, so it's kind of wide open. I think you really got to put that 3rd depot down there. But with 4 Marines, if there's a couple SCVs to help, which there are not, the Lings are coming in hot. Ooh. Well, the
Marines are on the ramp. There's no SCVs to block.
Nice bunker, nerd, says the Lings after as they tear it down. Yeah. Oh, but it's a distraction. Oh, he's going to repair it, actually. I think that might have been a mistake by George.
Well, it's still on fire.
Yeah, those Marines must be sitting in there just like, this is fine. But yeah, damn, that's a bit unfortunate for George, losing a couple of Lings for free there. And didn't really get any intel out of it either. I mean, all he knows is that, yeah, the CC's finished, but his Overlord already saw it starting, so... Okay, would you see Meatless coming up here again? Not a big surprise.
Yeah, do you think we'll see the 3rd hatch in base again, or do you think we'll see it
I doubt that very much. I think going for that twice in a row would be pretty risky, because if Terran knows you're doing that, it's not hard, you just make more and more turrets, and you just wait till vessels, and it's like, okay, well, what are you going to do now, Muta Man? So I think he'll play a more normal style here, go take the 3rd and 3rd base. And, you know, it must be demoralizing after that first game. Like, I killed his natural, and I still lost. So you must be thinking, oh, maybe this Muta solid strategy is not what I want to be doing here. And look at that, there's that 3rd drone setting up that hatchery.
There we go. Spire is about to pop. Stim is almost done. We should see turrets start pretty soon. Seems like Foslick has that eBay timed pretty closely.
Yeah, you want to cut every second you can, because you can start extra barracks like he's about to do here. I mean, this is going to be kind of scary, though, because if the Mutilas come right away... but that said, Eclipse, you know, the rush distance is pretty long. I think he'll barely get away with it, and indeed he scans the Mutas morphing, so he knows what's up. Very solid play so far.
You know, turret's starting to go down.
Yeah, I mean, I like that he's willing to try and, like, cut it as close as possible. I think that's a good way to do it. But here come the Mutalisks. Medics are out, too. No upgrade at the eBay started yet, though. Which I think might be a bit of a mistake. The sooner you hit that timing, the stronger it's going to be. Oh, Zerg going +1 carapace here, by the way, so I think maybe we'll see continued Mutalisks anyway. But just with 3 bases instead of 2, perhaps? Here we go, he's cruising for a weak spot. The turret's finishing just in time. 1 turret with 5 mutas, not that many though. Ooh, but George thinks it is enough and pulls back. Ooh.
He forces a stim, but he can't get any of the Marines just yet.
Yeah, so far, so good. I'm still worried for Fezzik that the weak spot is this ramp here. Like, there's a big gap between the barracks and the ramp. There's no turret coverage. Ooh. That in construction turret gets taken out for no muta losses. That's a nice move there. Terran's starting to posture on the map, but pulls back, thinks better of it. You gotta be careful here. If you overextend, the mutas kill all your bio. It's a really good position for Zerg. Oh, we see Zerg actually getting a Queen's Nest right away here and getting carapace. So I think he is thinking of going for Ultras here pretty fast. Is what this says to me. Oh, this depot. Okay, he's able to defend it for now. Rip Marine.
Seems like he's trying to skip lurkers and just go straight to Hive Tech, but like it seems like Fozzik is doing a better job this time. He has a bigger clump of Marines, and he might not be contained long enough for Zerg to get up a Hive Tech.
Yeah, I think it does kind of just come down to the micro, right? Like how much you can delay these Marines moving across the map. But I mean, with this ramp at the 3rd, if you get like 2 Sunkens there, you get like 4 at the natural, I think you can definitely play just mutas until Ultra. Definitely possible to do. But Terran has play here, right? Whether he techs, no, he's going to throw down a 4th barracks here. So I think he does need to try and bust with this, because ultimately your upgrade's just going to be too late. 5th barracks even. Okay. I mean, I like it actually. I think this is actually going to go in a good direction for Terran then, because he's going to have so much bio that even if you make like 5 Sunkens, he might actually be able to bust that before Ultralisks. But he does need to, right? Because if he just lets get up to their Ultralisk and he's still just on like barracks level tech, what's he going to do? Okay, let's come into
it's kind of well, we don't even see a factory yet.
Wow, that's so many turrets to the natural. I think in preparation for moving out this 5 racks, he just wants to make sure counterattacks and everything. Look at this. Here he comes.
Mutas.
Nice, kills 1.
1.
Kills another.
Yeah, still starting to look pretty good.
Sorry, I'm overriding you when you're trying to say this.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Got to be really careful here, because if the muta count gets diminished suddenly, Zerg doesn't have much to do. Sunken's coming up, but you know what? Only 3 Sunkens is a bit scary against this 5 racks. Terran's going to get there, and at some point he's just going to be like, you know, this is not enough. Goodbye, Zerg. What has he got at the third? 1 sunken? Again, I don't think it's enough. The number of mutalisks is not that high, only 9 mutalisks. You get like 2 full groups of marines there, you can suddenly just run past and the mutalisks can't fight that well. Okay, second sunken starting to go down here. Ooh. Ultra's cabin is on the way.
The Ultra cabin is on the way, yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking the same.
Catch timing.
That's right. Okay, 1 more mutalisk falls. No more reinforcements rallying across just yet, though. I'm starting to get a bit worried for Terran, actually, that not as much bio came out as I thought. He needs to make something happen soon.
Yeah, there is a factory, so he's starting to think about later tech, but he needs to get something done with this push, or he's going to have to fight a ton of lurkers, or ultras.
I mean, the one thing you'll have going for him is he can have a lot of marines, they just won't have the upgrades they need. Zerg already starting +2 carapace, though. Yeah, I'm looking at this, it's like it's not quite enough that you want to try it. That's the thing. Maybe the natural. The natural still looks doable, to be honest. But he needs to keep rallying these reinforcements. Oh, time is running out. Chitinous is on the way. Can Terra make something happen here? Zerg patrolling back and forth with these mutalisks. I love that Zerg knows that he just needs to defend these mutalisks. He didn't try and counter-harass at all. He's just like, alright, well, this is the game I'm playing. All I have to do is hold out. Nidus even going down here.
Yeah, and George even got like 8 or 9 drones before getting any ultras.
Yeah.
So he must feel pretty confident about this defense.
Well, if you get them before Chitinous and +2, they're kind of just bad units. You know, they're kind of just these big blobs that the Marines just laugh at. So it makes sense. You might as well just drone up while you're waiting for that key tech to be ready. Oh, nice. Micro there.
Oh, getting flanked a little bit.
Look at these Marines. I think they're checking for hidden bases. But I don't know if that's the play here. Yeah, I'm going to say right now, I don't think Terran's going to be able to get in here before Ultralisks. Starbots are coming up. But I don't know, it seems pretty strong. I think we're going to see George just come out and crush this army with a big Ultra timing. How many can
we're seeing more sunks and like 8 more drones from George, so George feels completely safe.
Dude, he's not going to be able to actually get Ultralisks out of this natural.
He's going to have to kill sunks.
Well, he could just use the Nidus, I guess, but...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But why block it off, right? Not necessary.
You could build a Nidus that just goes, like, right over the sunks.
Yeah, that's right. Good too. Well, these mutalisks have gotten good value. I mean, he lost a few... Yeah, Terran needs to stop poking this. He's losing, like, a bunch of Marines for free here. Look at that. Nice. Really nice Munomicro here by George. Oh, that was a great swipe. I don't know how he didn't kill that Marine, but that was, like, maximum range. But yeah, he's done a really good job. Even though he lost a couple of mutalisks when Terran's moving across, since then, he's really just taken, like, what little value he can. And, I mean, I'm sure a lot of these mutalisks have a good number of kills. They've gotten a lot of value over the course of this game. Like, it's 3-on-1. Well, I say that, but I can't find one with, like, 7 kills or something. Here you go again. Nice! Oh, that was a bit of a whiff. I was about to say, George really showing us, like, top-tier Munomicro, but then he whiffs a shot. Look at that, that's really nice. He's whittling them down just a little more because the Ultralisks are morphing. Drop researching, I can only assume is a mistake without Ultra Overlord speed.
Yeah, must be the wrong one. We don't see any Overlords really in position for some kind of strike, and it's so late for slow drops to get much done.
The slow Ultra drop, I want to pioneer this strategy.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, the Ultras are banking up right now. +2 carapace is seconds away from completion. And Terran hasn't even started +2 weapons. Oh my gosh, this is going to be the meme Ultras vs Marines, where the Marines just keep shooting and nothing happens.
Here we go. He's breaking down his own sunk that he built like 1 minute ago.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, it's going to be 5 armor Ultras versus 7 attack Marines. So they're going to do 2 damage per shot.
Yeah, don't forget the base armor. Oh, that's with +2, isn't it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, but Terran actually smartly is like, okay, I'm not going to win against these Ultras. I'm just pulling back. Going to wait in the natural, I think, until a bunch of vessels, maybe, something like that. But that gives Zerg this opportunity to take this 4th. But is he out of position? Are these, like, few Marines and Medics going to just take out this base? Okay, Zerg's cottoned onto this. But if Terran stims, I don't know, maybe he can get it before the Ultra's actually here to defend it. I mean, in the long run, if Terran can, like, inch over to a 3rd base and Zerg's still on 3rd base, is Terran really okay here? Okay, the Ultra is definitely going to get here in time. At least that one is. And I tell you, these Marines are never going to kill this Ultralist.
Oh my god, it's so beefy.
Yeah. They just have to run. Oh, but there's no escape from the Zerg swarm. They come from both directions.
My god. Yeah, and, like, we've mentioned the upgrades from Terran a few times, and that was something that we saw last game was Fozzik was really slow with them.
Yeah.
You absolutely need them.
Well, I would say, oh, here we go. The Ultras come in for a big fight here from two directions. Terran getting pretty exposed, but there's a lot of Marines here. Energy for D-Matrix in just a second, but the Scourge not going to give him time. Is this enough Marines? I don't know. It's hard to kill these Ultras. No, he's only killed one so far. The Marines going to have to pull back. Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they just don't die, right?
Yeah. I've always thought of these as like support units for the cracklings that do damage, but it's just Ultras just getting everything up right now.
Yeah, and there's nothing Terran can do about this. He's just doing 0 damage. Is George going to get in here and just end this game like this? Fazzik in so much trouble right now. Only medics coming down to stem the tide, and like to be fair, actually they're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
They'll push them back.
They're actually better at defending Ultras than Marines are.
Yeah. They push them back, but Zerg is still pretty happy here, I think, killing all those Marines, and he's got his fourth finished. Okay, so this is the Hail Mary, but the thing is, Zerg like saw these dropships like being rallied here. So presumably he's ready for this. He still has a flock of mutas. Where are you going to land? The Ultras aren't going to show up like 10 seconds later and just clean you up.
Yeah, I don't know. There's even this Overlord here outside the natural, which saw the dropships leave.
Right.
Oh, and there's a fifth base here in the bottom right that's definitely going to go down as it gets caught by the drop. But there's no drones here, so it's just a hatchery.
Yeah, I mean, that's all well and good, but Zerg's still happy just with this fourth, I think. I think that's plenty for Zerg against 2-base Terran. And let's ignore that third CC because Terran would be very brave to transfer an SCVs over there. Oh, gets a vessel idling at the natural. That's a pretty big deal. The vessels are like the only asset Terran really has here. Okay, well, I guess the thing is Terran does just lift up again here, so he didn't lose anything to take out that fifth, so it's a nice move. But yeah, what's he going to do now? There's no way he's going to get anything done this main, I don't think. I mean, now look at it. There's no Zerg units there except the Mutalisks, which aren't really enough. But I just think because Zerg is aware of it, surely he's going to react to this quickly. No?
Surely.
Surely? Surely.
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Terran transferring SCVs over to this third, by the way, which is a pretty brave move in my books, because he's no way he can secure that. My god, is he actually going to damage with this? Okay, unfortunately not dropping both dropships in the same location. The Mutalisks might actually be enough here. If you're dropping both at once with like these upgrades, I would say like the Mutalisks aren't going to do anything, but as it stands, I think they will clean up that little force. Or will they, actually? Yeah, with help of the links, they will. Only got a couple of drones at the natural. He has to pick off and fly away again. So yeah, not the damage he needed there.
He does buy time to get his third up.
True. Actually, yeah, he's in a decent defensive position now.
Yeah.
You put a couple medics on that ramp, actually, yeah, maybe he can hold this. Imagine D-Matrix medics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, he could fit more. You can always fit more.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see just a ton of bio come out.
Look at that medic.
Yeah, that one medic.
Must be a scary job. Like, no. Yeah.
They're too dumb. They won't shoot you if you don't move. So just stand there.
Yeah, just stare them straight in the eye. Don't show signs of fear. If you run, we all die. And he's like, Oh, here come the vessels. Ready for some irradiates. Does he have irradiate? Maybe he's just not looking at the vessels. There we go. But what is it in the natural? Okay, 1 million Marines, it turns out is the answer. But that's 1 million Ultralisks. I don't know about this.
Irradiate might just end up doing damage to the Marines too.
Look at the bullet like sparks on those Ultralisks. My god, it's like the eye of the sun or something. Wow, he actually repels them here. Terran doing a really good job surviving in this kind of hell situation of like 2 upgraded Ultras versus your unupgraded Marines.
Yeah, Fozzik really knows how to hold on to a game.
Yeah, for sure.
Even when it looks bad, just don't die.
Yeah, for sure. If this is me, I would have died like when the Ultras first came out, like 100%. But Zerg is continuing to expand. A 5th and 6th hatchery finished, if not mining. And I think he's really still in an overwhelming position. Fazzik staying alive so far, though. He has a lot of bio.
And he's moving towards the top left.
Yeah. These Ultras, some of them are quite bruised after the irradiate and the little fight there, so maybe he can take fight. But he's not bringing everything. A lot of Marines left in the natural. I don't know, I'm a bit worried that this Bioforce isn't actually big enough. We'll see. +3 a fair way off.
See, it looks like this force is going to get intercepted maybe by all these Ultras.
Well, they don't... Oh, now they know they're there. I was going to say they don't actually know they're there, but now they do. And yeah, they're just going to come straight in here. Terran needs to get all the Marines together here. Oh, and a Radiate there would do so much damage. Go, go, go. No? He pulls back, actually. Interesting. Now, I don't know if it's Terran's advantage or Zerg's advantage to try and come down here, because, the ramp is narrow for the Ultras. Oh, look at that. D-Matrix going down. Okay, he's going to get down here. The Ultra's going to come from the other direction. There's a lot of Marines up here. Oh, Scourge all get taken out as well. But Terran's so spread out, and that advantages these Ultras pretty well, actually. The Marines need to all fight together here. The ramp kind of serving Terran's interest, though, even because of the mischance. It does bottleneck these Zerg units, but...
Reinforcements come out of the Nidus.
Oh... Attacking from both directions now. Looks like this bio-army will be cleaned up. Some good irradiates going down, but is it worth the cost of all these Marines? Yeah, that CC's going to need to cancel. There's no way that's finishing.
It does cancel.
Yeah, this is the problem. You really need to keep that bio-army completely jammed together to fight this many Ultralisks. Because it's just a question of surface area, right? And the Zerg got, like, well mixed into the Terran army there. Oh, he's going to go for this third. There's no bunkers or anything here. That Ultra is on 7 HP, my god. Oh, gets taken out by a radiate. But yeah, what's he gonna do now? He can't save this, I don't think. A bunch of mutas show up. I'm not sure what the plan is for those. Now a nice irradiate goes down. Ooh. More Scourge getting shot down, but those vessels will fall, I think. No, one each. Oh my gosh, these Ultralisks are too strong. They're powering through everything. +3, the Terran is seconds away, but I think the window where he needed it has already passed. It finishes, but what's left to fight? All these Marines falling. And the third has been lifted.
Yeah, this is starting to look pretty dark for Terran. I mean, he's got less than 1,000 minerals left to mine. I mean, he's there. Everything he gets to bring his army here.
Well, these SCVs are like, we need minerals now. We don't care about the risks. But like, these irradiated Ultras can potentially pick them off. Oh, Guardians! I didn't even realize he got a Great Aspire.
Oh, there you go.
And even with the irradiate, he can't stop these Guardians. GG. George looking a lot more convincing this game.
Yeah, those Ultras just absolutely dominated the game as soon as they came out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we talked about, the thing is he went for that 5-rack strategy, but he wasn't able to put any pressure on. So it's really the perfect thing when Zerg's going straight for Ultra. Zerg wants you to just be stuck on your like bio tier, and not have that +2 coming up. I think if he really dedicated all his effort to it, he might have been able to bust the natural, but he needed to like keep that production up and rally really fast. So we will go into game 3 here, because that makes it 1-1 in this best of 3.
All right.
In the top right here, in the green, we have George, just taking last game now. And the bottom right, we have Fazik here on Polypoid. Game 3 of this best of 3. Who's going to take it down? Amigos or Mech and Cheese?
So, how does this map affect this matchup? Are the high ground thirds, are they important?
Yes, absolutely. But they have 2 ramps, so it's a bit of a mixed bag for Zerg. It's like, okay, there's a lot of gases around you can take, at the orthogonal directions. But if Terran finds it, it's not that easy to defend it in the early game. Even if you put Sunkens, you can't cover 2 ramps with 1 Sunken. And, Lurkers, you'd be playing a dangerous game of swapping back and forth. It is actually the typical strategy if Zerg goes 2 Mutalists. They take the closest high ground base. That is what you do. Or at least what I see most, anyway. But it is a bit iffy compared to a map like we're just looking at Eclipse, right? We have the single ramp that you can take. But I think on the whole it's fine for Zerg, just because there's so many bases around you can take. So we have an 8 racks in base coming up from Fazik here, by the way. So this is a bit of a funny build where you can definitely put pressure on a hatch first. But if Zerg plays against this, it kind of feels like you went 11 racks and then just started bunker rushing anyway. That's what it kind of feels like. But this is like the #1 build against 9 pool though. Because you're just going to have your Marines out really fast and you can deny any damage. Okay, he's setting up for a link-proof wall here as well. If he needs it. But I'm sure he's going to send Marines out on the map to harass, because it wouldn't make sense to go for an 8 racks if you're doing some kind of tech. Yeah, I like that he's mixing it up in the early game.
Yeah, definitely.
But
especially maybe he doesn't want to go back to late game after the games we've seen.
George, not willing to mix it up, just going for that hatch first. NCX asking, wait, what happened? How did Fazit win that game where his like natural was dying? Well, like I said during that game, if Zerg is in this 2-base scenario, even if they kill the natural, it's not necessarily over, and he came out with a bunch of Marine Medic, and Zerg just wasn't able to take it into anything else, and the vessels did a lot of damage. But we're in game 3 now, so don't worry about that. Ha! Crazy seeing plenty of time to drink before his game starts. I don't know, how drunk do we need to be to watch him? Okay, Terran coming up here, scouts that Zerg is at a close position. He's probably going to be very happy about that. So Zerg did spot this Marine coming with this drone. I'm not sure if he knows the timing there. He is starting to save his lava. Yeah, and he pulls these drones. I think he knows perfectly well what he's up against here.
There's a bunker.
Yeah. Here's the thing for Terran, right? You don't necessarily need to be killing drones here. Just denying enough mining time makes this worthwhile sometimes. Yeah. Needs to cancel. Okay, nice cancel there. But Zerg is looking for a kill or two. I think if you get 2 kills here, it's okay. If you get 1, you know, you're still playing. But if you get 0, I think it was definitely not worth it. But Zerg pulling really far away from the minerals here.
Yeah, this is a lot of mining time being lost.
And Fazit continuing to make SCVs, or at least he was until a moment ago. Getting gas here as well. He's going to go for a 1-1-1 here. I love this kind of play. You don't see it very often. But the factory on the way. While Zerg is continuing to be distracted, these drones still not mining. This is looking really dominating for Fazit right now. Because, yeah, Zerg's not going to have an answer anytime soon. The 6-lings are coming out and Terran needs to pull back, but he's still going to be building that bunker. And if he can get in kind of a wedge position, he can still trade well.
Yeah, there we go. The first lings are out. Is it enough to stop the bunker?
Oh, yeah, they will clean up these Marines, I think. But the drones pulled again as well. I mean, he did have to cancel 3 bunkers, so it's that 75 minerals, and he didn't kill any drones. But the amount of mining time lost, I think Fazikin's in a fine position here. And you know what? This is not a 1-1-1. I was wrong. This is going to be 2-port Wraith. Fazik, bring it out for game 3. Damn, that's crazy. I want to see it. And look, there they go. They're getting ready.
I love this stuff.
Yeah, this is really cool.
So, like you said, he didn't kill drones, but I like to think of like a worker mines just under a mineral a second.
Yeah.
So like those drones are running around for like the better part of a minute.
Yeah.
So that's like 400 minerals.
Absolutely. And I think the key thing here is even if you can't really say Terran's ahead economically, or by the way, that Vulture, very late, you know, Zerg might realize it's 2-port Wraith just from that. But anyway, Terran isn't ahead economically, but the fact that he's denied that much money makes it very hard for Zerg to get ready for all the threats that can come out here with 1-1 or 2-port Wraith. Okay, we see a creep colony coming up. Is he getting an Evo? No. Oh no, I don't think he realizes it's Wraiths yet.
Yeah, he just saw the Vulture and was like, alright, put a sunk down.
Okay, Hydrogen coming up, but it is going to be a bit late. The Wraiths are going to get some damage. And if you build up a big number of them, you start marking them like Mutalisks, it's actually pretty tough for Zerg. Oh my gosh, this Vulture...
Gets fast, but it does not go for the main. It's just going to hide behind the minerals, but there's nothing to defend the wall at Terran's base. Oh, and the depot's not tight!
Oh my god, I didn't realize that. Oh, he gets right in there. No more Vultures being built. It looked so perfect. The map betraying him.
Yeah, what's the rhyme for that?
Oh my gosh, you thought you were safe. You're just not safe, that's all I got. You're just dead. I'll think of one in a minute, but oh my gosh. Okay, these SCVs trying to fight, but a lot of them will go down, and the Wraiths can't even harass here. He did deny all mining at the natural, but I mean, this is a big blow. The fact that Zerg knows about these Wraiths too now, and so much mining denied, now the shoe's on the other foot. That's so unfortunate, because Terran was looking like he was in almost a winning position, but now, these Wraiths coming across are going to be met by Hydras in just a second.
Yeah,
not many drone kills getting done.
A natural is not mining.
Yeah, I mean, now this Vulture's going to get taken out, but the Hydra's focusing on the Vulture instead means he's going to get an Overlord kill here, which is nice. You know what? 2 Wraiths are not bad at killing Overlords at all. Where are the Hydras? He's just going to work on these drones. The Hydra's not reacting until now. Oh my gosh. Needs to micro carefully though. These Wraiths are squishy enough. Gets 2 drones and an Overlord. That's a fine start, to be honest. But his economy's not very good to continue building them. Only 12 SCVs right now. That's so low. I mean, you could say Zerg has 12 drones, but you know, that's just not how this matchup goes.
Yeah, that's just normal.
Yeah, right? I mean, but the thing is, losing those 2 does hurt when you have so few. But look at this. He can micro back and forth. The Hydras need to get in position. But I think Fazik really needs to use the Muta Micro technique here as well, though, where you clump them up. So they can hit from the same location. What is this SCV up to? That's interesting. I don't know where he's... Oh, is he going to expand here? No?
That must be...
Oh, yes, he's getting a bunker. Okay. Not making any more Wraiths, by the way. Going straight for mines. This is interesting. I guess just...
Yeah,
You go.
I feel like if you get 2-port Wraith, like, you kind of have to keep getting Wraiths to I'll justify it. I mean, he even has a control tower here.
Yeah.
But maybe he's turned off by those links getting in and that giving the Hydras time to get up.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Oh, I know, I got the rhyme. Depot against the map, it's a trap. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. It's always wrong. Like, so many spots on FS, you're like, oh yeah, I'll do this wall, but actually the Zealot's just like, no, I can fit there. Okay, he's getting cloaked, by the way. He must be going to restart Rake production, right? Surely it's not worth it just for 2 of them.
Yeah, surely. Maybe just getting units to, like, mines to defend his natural here.
Maybe. Is this kind of like a counter synergy here where he's getting mines, but Zerg will be compelled to get Overlord speed with Cloak out? So, I don't know. I don't know if this works. Oh, he sees another Vulture here. Someone's sneaking around. Of course, with the Sunken, he won't get in there, but I think he's just looking for thirds.
These Hydras are going to plow right into this minefield. They're not careful.
Yeah. I mean, if they're on A move, they're decent at shooting those down. Oh, okay, I say that, but... Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's pretty good for Terran. And look at that, picking away at these drones again. Oh my gosh, every drone is huge here. Gets another one. Where are the Hydras? There they are. But now, is he going to cloak? Oh, it's not ready yet. Well, if he had cloaked just there, he would have picked off another drone. And he is going back into those Wraiths. Okay, Hydra aggression repelled. Honestly, even if you didn't have a minefield there, you can repair a bunker with 2 Marines against 5 Hydras, no problem. Okay, Zerg thinking about taking a third, I think. Sending these Hydras out. So I guess we're going to go into like a mech game from here. I don't expect Terran will try and transition back into bio. But this is off to a weird start for sure.
Well, and we have Cloaked on these Wraiths, shutting down the natural again. Just slow Overlord, like, desperately crawling over.
Yeah. Oh, he needs to be careful here, though. These Wraiths will die so quickly. Okay, no, he goes into the main. And you know, these bad boys have, like, full energy because they've been around since the start of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, can he get this Overlord? Nice micro. I don't think he can quite get it. The Wraiths are just too squishy if they would die in the attempt. He really wants to because he knows he'll get great damage if he did, but unfortunately does have to pull back there. Imagine if he kept making those Wraiths. He had these 2 more that just popped out now. Oh, look at this. He finds one over here, though. Oh, Lurker aspect.
Yeah, he sees some Lurkers, too, if he's paying attention.
That's actually pretty hairy for Terran here because he has no means of detection whatsoever. He has to rely on mines alone, but these Lings can clear the mines, and look at that. They're already starting to. Oh, my gosh. He can try and pick them up with Wraiths, but that's easier said than done. Oh my gosh, this is such a smart move from George. Okay, 1 mine goes off though. Well, he's at least going to establish the contain. Oh. Okay, takes out one of them. But I mean, these Lings are going to see that there's not many mines left. Uh-oh. Faz is in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing here. There's no scans, there's no turrets, there's not even an
Dude, that mine. Look at that mine. It's like threading the needle right now. Oh my god. Okay, well, the thing is, he can camp all his Wraiths on top of this, but he has 4 idle Wraiths that he rallied behind the natural.
See, the Marines left the barracks, and that made the Lurkers shoot such that they killed the one.
Oh no. Okay, the thing is here, okay, these Wraiths coming in the natural are trying their best. If they can take out that other Overlord, they're going to do damage. Really nice micro pulling back the injured one, but that Overlord's so low. Oh my gosh. Okay, he does lose 1 Wraith, but he's still going to do huge damage here. But at the same time, the attack is continuing. These 2 Wraiths aren't going to do much to defend. A tank is about to pop out, but still no detection available. The Wraith's getting taken out. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, I think Fazik's in big trouble now. George looking so strong, denying aggression and continuing with his own. So many Links coming in. The mine takes out a huge amount of them. Uh-oh. I think George is going to take this. He's getting into this game. This main, rather. He's getting into this game too.
Yeah, Fazik is trying his best to hold on. There's 1 tank with 18 health, desperately running away
That's
from
one Lurker spine, right? You got to be careful. Oh, straight to the middle line.
But it's not even done yet.
Oh, spread those out. Oh my god. Oh, starting to get all those kills. Yeah, and I think from here, there's not much Fezzik can do. Is he gonna kill that one? Oh, he does kill one of them. So many SCVs have fallen.
I feel like the Terran's only chance is to get like sick friendly fire shots with the siege tanks.
Yeah, because these Lurkers are low, right? Well, they're good killing Lings. Yeah, for sure. You can take out that one with just 2 shots. Oh, look at that. Scan goes down. And he will clean that one up. But there's still 1 left. Oh!
Oh, it got up. Alright, so Terran survives.
Yeah, against the odds. And there's only 14 drones left, actually. The CC's not dead. Does Terran still have a chance here? I mean, maybe he does, because Zerg doesn't actually have that much, if I think about it. Even though he lost all those Wraiths, they did take out a few drones before they died. Oh, look at that CC landing for the wall. Of course, it's not a real wall, as we know, but... Damn, what a twist, though. Those Lings just ran right in. I think if those Lings didn't run into this base, we would be in the next series by now.
Oh yeah.
The counter to Wraiths, Lurkers. Okay, here we go. Zerg coming in here, trying to get up this ramp, but I don't know if it's such a good idea.
There's no scans right now, but it's such a tiny little area.
Yeah.
And they're actually going to friendly fire, or I guess not friendly fire, just a splash
Unfriendly
on the
fire.
Yeah.
Angry fire.
Just fire.
Yeah, they're just going to fire. And yeah, he's going to get a scan in just a second here. Oh my gosh, that Lurker had no chance. And yeah, they're gonna get taken out real fast by these siege tanks. Oh no, run away, Lurker. This is not the place for you.
Oh my god. So,
No.
George managed to get a third hatchery down right under the vision.
Oh,
It
wow.
must take 3 shots because of the
regeneration, yeah.
Right? Yeah, oh my god. As a Protoss player who has had like hundreds of Nexuses denied by random hunters, that's not fair.
Yep. Okay, gonna try and do the technique here, but I don't know if he has enough health. Okay, now I don't know actually what he's doing. Oh, look at this dropship. But the Overlord's like, hey, what's going on in here? That's interesting.
He's taken out. Oh my god.
Terran's like, oh yeah, it's just a recreational dropship. We're just gonna go fly down to the beach. Don't you worry. That Volt had one job.
No, I'm talking about the one at the natural or at the third.
Oh yeah.
The tough trip.
Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. The Vulture drop goes down. Zerg didn't actually react to this, but he does have Hydras in position, so I don't think we get too much damage here. In fact, one Vulture even just like provoking the Hydra.
It's like, hey.
Come kill me, damn you.
Yeah.
Yeah, only one drone going down, and Terran not relifting here. I'm not sure what's distracting him right now.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, he's trying to clean up that Overlord, but unfortunately losing that dropship is not a good thing. Wow, he even built a second scanner in the main, just in preparation.
He's just committed to staying up there now.
It's the macro CC, you know, it gives you scans, it gives you SCVs if you want, and to be honest, you can use a few more SCVs. Oh, that Vulture! Oh, once again fails. This Vulture needs to get fired, dude. He is not doing his job.
His gun keeps jamming or something.
Yeah. Well, he keeps thinking like, oh, I can go have a coffee. Like, oh, I'll go for a smoke break. No one will notice. And then he comes back and there's a Zerg building. He's like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this switch. Mutalisks morphing. That could be a devastating unit here. There's no turrets. 2 Wraiths still out, though. Yeah, no Overlord speed. Huh?
They're going to catch this one Overlord that's been hanging out. But they have Cloak, at least, so they can at least not die to the Mutas.
Yeah, you're right. But how long does it take for them to kill the Mutas?
Like 2 hours. It takes them so long to kill Mutas.
Yeah, it's not super fast, right? With only 2 and 7 Mutas. That's like a big HP pool. If he had Overlord speed, he could definitely come in here and like kill them all, but he does not. Even getting +1 carapace. But I guess if the Wraiths got caught out of position, but they see the Mutalisk. Okay, that's pretty huge. They don't give a fuck though. They're just going to go in the main for harassment anyway. Oh, and there's no Overlord here now. What happened to it? There was one that was faithfully keeping watch this whole game, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, you can pull these back to the natural.
The poor drones in this game, I feel like they spent more time running around than they have spent mining.
Exactly, right? Okay, this gives Terran crucial time to prepare as well, but we see a couple turrets being made, but I don't think it's really enough to cover everything. Terran actually remaking barracks here, so I guess he's going to switch back into bio. Oh, needs to be careful. Oh, wow, how did they see that? I really didn't think that was in range, but there you go. Oh, and no Overlord over here either. Oh, look at that. He just turns right back around. That's so sneaky. Oh, that's actually sick that he's just like, oh, yep, they'll think I'm going to the third, but they can't see me. Needs to be careful, though. There's enough Overlords here.
Yeah. There's too many Overlords here to kill them all. It's just 2 Wraiths. Okay. Oh my god, they die so fast.
They do. Oh, nice micro there. That was a nice little moving shot. Yeah, because, you know, there's Mutalisks doing normal damage. They kill anything. Anything and everything. Man, this CC makes me nervous. You could get a queen and just like fly
I don't know.
over here.
How do you still die regarded?
Dude, he's getting the queen's nest.
Players, man.
He's not getting Hive, man. He's just gonna infest this.
Yeah, I've said this before, but like, if I could repair cannons or repair my Nexus, I would do that every time. And
yeah.
Look at this players just sitting here with their command center on fire.
Well, you know, it ain't free. He takes out these turrets though.
Yeah.
Like, there's no stim or anything. These Marines are not strong enough to defend this. I think this natural has to lift again, but is going to make it back this time. Maybe he should have repaired, you know, that's pretty low. Oh my gosh. And there's just nothing Terran can do about this. He has no anti-air units. All the bunkers still there, though. But I don't know.
Is it enough?
With repair, maybe. Well, without repair, maybe not.
There you go. The SCVs do wake up and try to repair the bunker.
I mean, they'll fall eventually. He'll kill a few mutalisks here. Even unloading and stimming. Actually, now this is getting a bit bad for Zerg. Oh, he needs to be careful here. He's actually going to lose all these mutalisks if he doesn't pull back. Oh my gosh. Wasn't I just saying a bunker is actually like the best thing against mutalisks?
Repair Sagi, dude.
Yeah, well, honestly, it was a bit slack by George there that he didn't focus the SCVs. And he's paid the price. Although, how many SCVs are left alive? 37 drones to 97 SCVs? My god. That's not something you see every day. Link's trying. 37.
Yeah. But it's 20. Okay, whatever. I was like, I heard you get the number 97.
Sorry, what did I say?
I think you said 37 drones to 97.
Oh,
SCVs.
sorry. Just 20 SCVs is what I meant to say.
I was like, they're like, I know normally like you don't like call out your cast for mistake. Like 97. Where'd you get that number from?
Okay, a bunch of turrets covering this angle here. And yeah, a lot of those mutalisks already fallen, so this is not that threatening anymore. Vessel already coming out here. I say already, but it's like 18 minutes in the game. And Zerg's Hive is like almost done, so actually I guess it's not that fast. Look at that Lurker field. I'm not sure what Terran's plan is here, but I hope it does not involve moving out before Vessel. Look at that Vessel trying to like add on that comsat. He wants to add the science comsat facility, like, you know, it's extra radius or something.
Yeah, it's like, why is the command center the only building that can plug into a comsat? It can't just build its own battery? Like,
yeah. You know, it'd be cool if like different buildings do different things with different add-ons.
That's pretty much StarCraft 2, right?
Well, sort of, except it's more like it's more like the add-ons do the same thing for every building. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, if a comsat on a command center only gave you vision, but the one on the science facility gave you detection or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Never mind the balance. Yeah, you'd be so screwed. But
like Terran has some micro lifting up different buildings and lifting them.
That'd be funny as hell. Okay, this high ground a bit annoying, but the tanks will be able to power through pretty easily here. Just be careful. Okay, yeah, no, these lurkers getting decimated. Even though George has pulled pretty ahead economically, is he going to be able to stop this push? 4 tanks is enough to brush aside any amount of Sunkens here. And like, he's kind of going for everything hive-wise, but I don't know if he has time to get the swarm and the lurkers up. Broodling is actually being researched. Did he build any queens? I don't see any.
Yeah, I don't see any queens. And like, weren't we talking about like George about to win like 90 seconds ago, and now he has no army, and there's a big Terran ball coming across the map?
Well, we can certainly say that Terran has to get something done with this push, though. If Zerg can deflect this, he's in a totally winning position. But yeah, he's putting these Sunkens to buy time. I mean, I think his plan here is just Sunken and Lurker. I mean, sorry, not Sunken Lurker, Swarm and Lurker, the classic way to deflect this. But I don't know if he has time. Terran's coming in hard. Well, sitting pretty far away, though.
Is there even a defiler on the map? Like, I see Consume is almost done, but I don't see any defilers.
Yeah, me either. No, you're right. There are none. It's starting to work on these Sunkens now. Oh my gosh, so many Scourge. Well, if you want to kill that vessel, accept an alternative. My god. That was like 8 Scourge. I mean, he got the vessel, but is it worth it at the end of the day? It's so much gas.
Big commitment. I don't know. I mean, if it's the last detection that Terran has nearby, I guess. Hold on. There's like 8 scans, so never mind.
Yeah. I mean, if he wants to build a 3rd CC, he has the macro scanner as well. Yeah. Okay, just be careful here, though. These lurkers will, like, one-shot all that bio. But yeah, where is the Defiler? It's building. It's building. What does he even have to consume, though? He's going to have to consume, like, Mutalisks at this rate. He's running out of time here. Terran moving forward. Okay, there's all those Zerglings. Oh, he's still forward. Yeah, I don't think he knows about these lurkers. Oh, no. Oh, those poor Marines. Okay, now he scans. He sees what he's up against. Only 1 tank in range there. Starts moving forward. Look at that consume. Did you hear how much he just consumed?
Yeah,
and that will deflect it. Damn, Zerg surviving on a knife's edge once again. And now, what is Terran up going for him? He's only on 2 base, only 30 ACVs, whereas Zerg has this very healthy 4th base. Once again...
Swarm on the tank.
Oh, that's a great pickup. Once again, Zerg ahead in Carapace here. Terran only just finished +1 weapons, and plus your Carapace is fairly close to finishing. So I think an Ultra timing could prove deadly again. But Terran at least has some tanks this time. If you can keep them alive, they will help a lot.
There's so much consumption going on.
I think he's just like clicking the same link like 3 times or whatever. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. Ooh, a Plague only gets 4 Marines.
But I think it's enough with these
But
links here.
it's also all the Marines, so...
Yeah. Damn, he is eating those links non-stop. Oh my gosh. This plague is going to be devastating. Oh, gets the tanks.
There you go.
That's a pretty big deal. Yeah, because tanks with plague, if you just get that one hit on them, that's it. But wait a minute. How are these plague marines going to be enough to kill this base? This doesn't make any sense. Go drones, get them. No? They don't know. My god.
Yeah, you don't realize how low health they are.
Oh, nice irradiate on these mutas. Even repairing that tank, although he's kind of wasting money until that plague is over.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Doesn't bounce onto the tank. A bounce would have killed that tank, but it barely didn't get it. Okay, there we go. Now he's continuing to repair. Saetzero maintaining this position, taking a third. If you can keep the pressure on Zerg like this and secure this third with a little bit of defense, he'll be looking okay. But I'm just worried about when the Ultras pop out, they're just going to smash through.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like those bloodied Marines in the top left are going to take out this hatchery. Maybe these leads are not spawning Marines, but I think Marines are going to get it.
Oh, are they? Are they? Are they? No, they're not focusing it. It's...
Oh!
Yeah. That's why you got to focus fire. Another swarm going down, killing this army. And at the third, we see a few links so you can kill the tank. Zerg suddenly winning on all fronts. Although then again, where are all the lurkers? There's only 2 left. And it's a bit scary to try and... Oh, careful with those Marines.
Well, here we go. There's like 8 Ultras. Just...
Oh, okay. Yeah, and this third going to die. He's not going to cancel it. Oh my gosh, that's a huge deal losing that CC. That poor tank was plagued and repaired. He has 13 kills, but his time is over. Ultras swarming forward now. What defense does Terran have? He has a single bunker. No more tanks. Tanks were made back here. He's got those 3 dropships ready to counter, but can he survive?
Yeah, this game's been so scrappy. Like I feel like we've gone back and forth from like one player being on the ropes, and then he comes back and the other guy's on the ropes. Like
yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so many Ultras though, and a Dark Swarm. That's Marine hell right there. The only way it could be worse is not Dark Swarm, Plague. That one bunker, I don't think is gonna be enough. Look how much Zerg there is here. George is going for this attack, and yeah, no repair going down. So many lurkers, just gonna vaporize everything. Oh my gosh, there it goes. GG. George takes it 2-1. Damn.
What a hard fought series that was.
Yeah, that was a dramatic final game. Like, damn, it started, like, interestingly, that's for sure. Wow. Okay, so now, after that amazing series was over, we're going to go into Crazy versus Ash Space. That was a great series, guys, in chat, I think. All the games were super interesting. But that's enough TVZ now. TVZ time is over. It's TVP night from now on.
Oh boy.
Yeah. As usual, we don't bring any Zergs on the cast, so it's just as well.
Good.
Alright. One moment, my overlays. In the top left here, in the magenta, stylish indeed, we have Ash Space. And in the top right, in the green, we have Crazy. I believe it's Crazy for Amigos and Ash Space for Mech and Cheese. Back on Circuit Breaker. The cycle continues again. By the way, for you guys who weren't here for the first part of the cast, we have a post-CPL survey for everyone to fill out. So if you played in CPL, go fill that survey out. Give us the feedback so we can make the next CPL even better. I just posted it in chat now. Okay, so a lot of different considerations for TVP than TVZ, obviously, on this map. Horizontal close this time, so I wonder if Crazy probably won't make the same mistake I make, where I'm like, I can push through the top right. That's a good thing to do, and then I just get slaughtered. Ooh, going for Raxefi, it looks like, with this depot position.
But yeah.
So
the Crazy really likes this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, he's like a super macro player, right? So already starting off trying to get that economic lead. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, Crazy, like, if you let him get in a position where all he has to do is make units, he will always win. Because he never misses a macro cycle. It's like insanely solid macro here.
But it's just like moving the units that is the pain point.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
Sorry about that notification sound, everybody. I just got an email.
How dare you?
Okay, so this probe going to come across and fight it right away. So you can make a Zealot here and try and put pressure on, but it's not necessarily going to do that much. He's already got this nice Sim City as well.
Yeah.
We'll see what the adaptation is. It's popular to go just double expand. You can also go 2 gate just to try and make him repair bunker as much as you can.
When you scout this early, you have so much time to clean up your build.
He could go for that vicious proxy reaver that we see all the time as well. That's also a possibility.
Oh, yeah.
Very wisely sending that third SCV down here just to make sure. So when you get scouted this early... Sorry, you go.
Oh, I was just saying Space does get to the Zealot, so he's at least going to try to put some pressure on. Oh, the probe gets stuck.
Oh, okay.
Mineral walks out of there.
I was going to say, when you get scouted this early, do you delay the CC to get more Marines? Because you know that Protoss can just make that Zealot. Looks like he's not going to. He's going for the CC before the Marine. Oh, I don't know if I agree with this. It's going to be a bit scary with the Zealot coming across. Marine's still not being made. Oh dear. Still not being made. I don't know what Crazy's thinking here. He's thinking, no, he would never make a Zealot. Not Ash Space, my old buddy, my old pal. He wouldn't do that to me, but he's coming across. He's got that, like, angry father about to beat you walk, you know? I mean, look at him. That's how Zealots walk. It's like he's not gonna run until he gets legs, of course. You know, he's not gonna run. He's just coming like a little bit faster than walking.
Yeah, you're right. He's power walking over to the Terran base.
That's right. Okay, one Marine is out. Second one starts. Now Crazy realizes the trouble he's in. See what he can get done with this. I mean, he just run into the main here. I don't think Terran can really stop him.
Yeah, I think he can just run around. The probe goes down, which actually does add a lot of DPS to the Zealot.
I'm surprised he didn't try the, like turn around, hit the Marine as you go up the ramp. But here we go. Gonna try and get some SCV damage here. Or Marine damage. He's just gonna get damaged.
Oh, the Marine! The Marine!
Oh, that's pretty big.
Marine number 2, come on, move! They were just talking about how good the turn rate was.
Yeah, that's right. So no excuses now, Crazy, right? Oh!
Exactly. Oh no, the longest stab ever from the Zealot.
That is a long-armed Zealot. People always talk about the long arm of the law. What about the long arm of the Zealot?
There you go.
Okay, going after another one. What's that, a factory? I assume. Yeah, makes sense. Building it right in front of the Zealot. No fear, no fear. And look at that, the Zealot going after the Marine again. Oh, it doesn't get the hit. Almost dead now. Will he get out? Will he get to go home and retire? Oh, well, Goon will beat 2 Marines, especially with Zealot helping. Oh, look at that damage. Zealot falls. Can he deny the bunker here? This is so scary for Terran right now. This is very hard to deal with when you don't have any Marines out. Needs to start that bunker, but the SCV getting blocked a bit. And look at that kiting. That's beautiful. Didn't even take a single hit from those SCVs just there.
They're doing a good job here. It picks off the weakened one, too. Very nice.
Yeah. And the second Goon's coming up. It looks like this bunker will barely finish. Oh my gosh, it's so close. Okay, it's going to finish. So Terran will stabilize.
The range is almost done. Yeah, it's done now for this Goon, so they can remember how to shoot it. There you go. Okay. And so they do pick the right spot to sit, and the machine shop just started, so we're gonna have like a minute or so of these Goons sitting on here. And oh, there you go. They're gonna try to bust out.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You need more Marines for that.
Okay, there's only 3 Marines.
Yeah, so he's kind of giving up his defensive power here. I mean, maybe he thought the bunker was about to die if he didn't do that, but I don't think it was. Yeah, you need more Marines if you're gonna try that for sure. I mean, it seems like Terran has just gone from one threat to the next here. Like, the probe is harassing, then the Zealot shows up, then the Goons show up, then range finishes. So will he be ready for the next one? Because so far he's barely holding on. You know the rhyme, don't you, call warp gates?
Which one?
1 SCV per Goon, or that bunker will die soon.
Oh, there you go, nice. No, and there's a 4th Goon, and a 4th...
Very nice.
SCV.
Oh, but how long will there be 4 SCVs for? Careful there. Nice. I mean, just the economic pressure he's putting on is really strong right now. And, Protoss have been able to tech up to his robo. Everything looking normal for him. That one tank going to try it without siege mode. To be honest, I think it's pretty risky. I think... Yeah. I thought Space was going to step forward there. But yeah, this is a bit tough. And look at that. He's not respecting the tank because there's no siege mode. And I think that's fair enough. If it comes out here... Oh, you've got to be so careful. Yeah. He's got a decent SimCity to run around, but it's not the best because you can't lift and land that barracks.
Yeah. If the Goons weren't so bruised up, I think he would totally go for the dive on the tank.
Yeah, I think you're right. They have taken a lot of damage. Look, that gets just a little peck from that tank. Okay, no third Nexus coming up just yet. We'll see where Protoss wants to take this. And Terran's playing pretty conservatively with double tank production and Academy coming up as well. So I guess for now the game has normalized. Terran with plenty of SCVs, but the army looking good for Protoss right now.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna see the third of a Protoss at the mineral only, especially in these positions. I like the low ground base way better.
Yeah.
But
It is a little bit hard to defend early on though, because of how far you have to go from your natural. And I think Terran can realistically push across to the mineral only if they're not just pushing the natural anyway. Wait a minute, these boosters are coming right in here, but they don't care about a bunker with 2 Marines in it. They're gonna kill both the tanks and crazy GGs, knowing that this just leads to death. Wow, what a decisive move. We were just thinking, what's gonna happen next in this game? And Space is like, this game's gonna end. That's what happened next. Yeah, that's right. Damn. Wow. Well, I guess the thing is, if you had that barracks blocking one half of it, you can a lot more easily pull SCVs to block that kind of move. But damn, so just sudden. Props to Space there for seeing he had the opportunity.
Yeah, I've lost so many games because I thought I could do that.
Yeah, it's a very tough decision making thing, right? The judgment, I guess, it is of whether you can do it or not. Oh, Crazy saying there was a trapped tank in the main. So he would have had 3 there, and one got cancelled as well. Alright. In the top right, in the orange, we have Ash Space, currently up 1 game. Just walking his goons right on in there. And the bottom left, in the green, we have Crazy. Getting into game 2 of this best of 3 here on Eclipse. How long do you think Eclipse will stay in, like, the popular maps?
I mean, it could be the next month, or it could be 10 years, right?
I'm surprised how long Polypoids lasted, to be honest with you. But I guess we can talk about when we get to Polypoid.
I feel like people have way more problems with Eclipse than they do with Polypoid.
Yeah? What kind of problems?
I mean, people talk about, like, it's really hard to get a 4th on this map, and that
As
changes a lot
versus
of the matchups. Like, in general, like, the 4ths are pretty far from the 3rds. And,
that
like,
is true, that is true.
If you go to the top, they're really open. And, like, I've heard Terran players really hate getting a 3rd on this map, because, like, the distance that you have to
against
cover
Protoss, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's fine against Zerg, I think, but against Protoss for sure. But look, on the whole, I don't mind it Protoss versus Terran, because in the late game, it's not that hard to split it. It's just you have to get
so
past
it's like
that phase.
It's like Terrans hate it in the early game, and then Protoss hate it in the late game.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of pro PVCs where it's like Zerg is just splitting the map.
And then for a while, they fight over the top left, and if Zerg takes it, then the game's over.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crazy not trying that Rex FE again. I guess he figures on a 2-player... Oh! Okay. Well,
no.
Now he might have no choice. I was just going to say, I guess he figures on a 2-player map, that if a proxy's pretty likely, then Raxa figures obviously not going to be very good. Look at this pro press going down here. I love this gas steal. I think it's always a strong move. Even if you don't have any particular follow-up plan, just like limiting the options Terran has.
And like, a Protoss really isn't in danger in the early few minutes of this game. Like, unless Terran is going all with him stuff, so you don't really lose anything by putting down this 100 minerals on the gas.
This pro harass so annoying too.
Oh my god, is this Bisu? Like,
yeah, right? Oh, okay, takes a bit of damage there. Well, if he loses the probe in a second, oh, keeps it alive. Oh, he's going for it. He wants blood. Oh, he doesn't get it.
He's gonna steal the gas. He's actually stealing.
Yeah, that's why they call it a gas steal, because he runs home.
Yeah, there you go.
He's like a stereotypical cartoon robber with like a bag full of money. You know what I mean?
This is gonna come down to like a split map game, and you know, a Crazy will need 8 more gas to finish something really important.
Dude, imagine if SCVs had some kind of regen and like probe range, the harass they could do. That would be brutal.
Well, but you get to like spam click with SCVs, right? And they.
Yeah, that's kind of like arcane knowledge as far as I'm concerned, though, because I hear from different sources like it does or doesn't actually make it faster, you know? Maybe it's like a placebo thing. Every time I do it in a game, like I always win the DPS race. I'm like, aha, but I'm not sure if it's real or not. Okay, first Zealot coming up here. Yeah, it does. Okay, here he comes. There's a decent SimCity here for Terran, but he needs to react. Pretty sluggish there, actually. The Zealots get on top of these Marines. Doing good damage so far. Run through, run through. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, the Zealot kind of just died, so actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Would have been better if he didn't lose any Marines, but honestly, that's not terrible.
Yeah, but like Crazy like isn't developing. Like I know that his gas is stolen, but he's like 200 minerals late on getting this natural out. I think we normally see like 2 barracks, right? Once someone get.
That's one option. You can also just go for the CC right away, in which case you're getting the bunker a lot earlier here, and you have to basically like use SCVs down the natural to block the zealot, which isn't necessarily easy. But yeah, those are like usually the 2 options. Well, okay, 3 options. You pull SCVs to kill it right away, like 5 SCVs or something, and you're going into like a delayed normal build. You get the Raxifi right away, or you get the second barracks right away. Those are the 3 main options against this. Look at this eBay block though. I love that. That's a great move.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Nice way to get back.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he will have the economy here, right? That's the thing. You're gonna have the economy here. 2-gate goon coming up, and his factory is gonna be so late. So honestly, this might look a bit like last game with a lot of pressure going down the bunker at the front.
Yeah, we'll see here. Look at the factory's gonna go down soon.
Yeah. Oh, he needs the gas. This is sad to watch. It's like just one more. Okay, it does start. So there are 4 Marines in this bunker, so it's a bit scarier to try and like dive forward and hit SCVs and whatever. But with 2-gate goon production, once you have enough goons, like you know, there's not much 4 Marines can do. We'll see. Wait, is range done? Yeah, it is. I was gonna say if he didn't start range, that would be so sad. All right, stun the repair. Okay, Nexus only just starting now for Protoss. So if Crazy can weather this storm, I think he's not in a bad position at all. He'll have a decent economic lead here. But can he weather this storm? It's going to be tough. I love that Space is getting those pylons for that Vulture Wall so early here.
Oh, there's 3 SCVs, but they're not repairing.
Oh, I think it got to full health for a moment there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just so what about spam click repairing? That's also like, is it real or isn't it?
I have no idea.
You know, the same people who say that attacking isn't real. Oh my god, the goon's stepping forward.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, and of course, Marines in a bunker, dumb as hell, spreading their attacks to the utmost. And so, oh, careful, almost loses one there, though. What was I saying? About, like, spam click repairing. Yeah, the people who say that spam click attacking doesn't work say that spam click repairing does, so I don't know what to believe.
Is this what like Terran players talk about amongst each other? Like they're like split into 2 camps on how spam clicking affects SCVs.
Well, it's that and like, do probes mine faster or not? I still can't really get a straight answer on that. Some people say yes, some people say no.
What I read on Wikipedia is that the workers are all the same. It depends on the shape of the town hall.
That's just even worse, to be honest. Oh, loses
like,
a goon there. Oh, that's pretty bad, actually.
The Nexus is the best because it's like square, so like the probes at the farm minerals go to the corner of the Nexus, so it has like a shorter distance. But the command center is round, so it's like the far SCVs have to go just a bit longer. But like, it's a difference of like 2 minerals per minute
per worker.
Yeah.
Damn, that's actually quite a bit. If it's real.
Yeah, that's what I read on the internet, and I just accept as truth.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, without looking at it.
Yeah, no, that's how you do it, right? Vulture speed coming up pretty fast here, by the way. Crazy scanned and saw that it was going to be straight up observer. So he's going to go for a fact CC fact push here. And, you know, even with this 2-gate goon production, Space actually cut goons quite a lot to get this 3rd Nexus quite quickly. So this push is actually really scary, especially losing the additional goon. Wow, takes out another one. Actually, it looks like Space is in a bit of trouble right now. Well, the thing he has going for him is this 3rd is kind of impossible to get to because of this pylon wall on the ramp. But you can potentially get in the natural here. I don't know if siege mode is coming up or finished. No, it can't be finished. So, a bit of a mistake here. You really need siege mode to follow this up, so when you get there, you can do something. But he will be able to push the Protoss back and lay a lot of mines. Observer's out, though. Well,
it does catch the end of those tanks. We did have 2 gateways pretty early, so Space has some decent production. It's a very nice snipe.
Yeah, very nice indeed. Yeah, no siege mode done here, so you can't exactly just siege find his mines. He has to kind of run away here. And, you know, barely doesn't catch the probe transfer either. Oh, careful there.
Yes, the probe's hanging out with the...
yeah, they can fight.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate them. Actually, do.
We have a pretty fast starboard here from Crazy. And going up to 4. Are we still like a drop followed up by...
Yeah. It seems like that 3rd base is ripe for drops, right? Because he walled it off. But the Citadel timing was like right on time for Space, by the way. So he's getting zealot speed already. I don't know if he's going to make any zealots anytime soon.
But he needs that. Oh, look at these vultures.
I don't know how much value there is because like they're gonna die right away, and there's
Look at
already
this City. They have to go all the way around. Although,
oh my god, it's like
so
a tower defense.
So do the goons though. So doesn't that kind of, even out?
And that's gonna be really harsh if there's a drop later in the main, but we don't actually see anything coming out of the starport.
Oh, disappointing. Oh, there it
we
is. Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that probes can get through actually probably makes it worthwhile though. Okay. If probes couldn't get through it, it would definitely be bad for Protoss, I think. But since they can, it probably makes sense. I got another rhyme for you called Warp Gates.
Right.
Start your archives with your Stargate, or your Arbiters will be late. We don't see any Stargate yet. Maybe it's deliberate. Maybe he's not planning for a Arbiter here. But if he is, it's going to be delayed, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll see. I know that like Templar style has become more popular.
Yes.
In this matchup, so it could hypothetically be for that.
Yeah, could be.
Especially like we saw him get the zealot speeds so quickly. Like before he even scouted the factory count. I'm actually not sure if he has scouted it yet because this observer is outside the Terran base, not in it.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if he's there yet. It's like that could kind of show what mindset Space is in. Like if he's just going to get all these gateways anyway.
Yeah, true. I think you might be right actually. I guess you got to give the Tier 0 players credit, right? That if they're not getting a Stargate, they didn't want a Stargate, you know?
So the dropship is heading towards the main. I still think it'd be better at the third, just with that
absolutely
pylon wall.
Well, there's no cannons anyway, though, so I think this is going to be fine. Look at that, probes falling already. I mean, this seems pretty good so far.
Yeah. Oh, and these two Templar are blocking the goons from getting back.
Oh no, and they're even great targets as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they morph. But the vultures in the main, they're not trapped. I don't know why they're not going after these probes.
Yeah.
Can Protoss even get in there? I don't think you're going to get in there. Oh my god. Oh, that mine could have done a lot more, but it did enough. Wow, Protoss has really blocked himself out of his own base here.
Yeah, okay, there we go. So one goon at a time can squeeze by
oh my god.
this gateway.
You know what Terran needs to do? He needs to make like 10 dropships and just like do a doom drop behind this gate SimCity and just kind of dare Protoss try and get in.
Oh, no, what you should do is build barracks and then land them in the only gaps that are left.
That's
so
right.
Can't get back in.
That'd be great. Okay, so Terran using that drop as a distraction to set up the third here. Needs to spread that army out, get mines down, but on the whole, it looks like a pretty defensible position. Thing is, there is a shuttle here, and there's only a few Marines to really deal with that. And storm drops, of course, going to be deadly as always for harass or for a battle. Has a few turrets to guard against that, but not that many. Okay, sieging up and getting spread out now. Well,
we're seeing Space getting ready to put down cannons now that he knows drops are on the table.
It is a shame about those Templars morphing, though. Storms would have been a lot more useful than Archon here.
Yeah, Archons are so worthless in this matchup.
Okay, he's getting ready to attack here. Getting a nice concave, and here he comes. There's not that many vultures here to help. In fact, not all the tanks are even siege. Needs to reinforce this location. Oh, I know, this looks like just too much Protoss. But a few more reinforcements coming up. Well, actually, if all the Zealots get taken out here, maybe. That Archon actually doing surprisingly well.
Yeah.
Oh, I say that.
That's Caster Curse.
Yeah, you know what? Those tanks in the back actually did a lot. So Protoss actually repelled here with heavy losses. I kind of expected he would break through, but no. He could still... Okay, no. I was going to say he could still sneak up to the third, but maybe not. Those tanks kind of just in the right spot there. Really nice position, don't go crazy. Oh, and a drop.
There's a drop at natural.
Yeah, we both noticed it at the same time. Taking out a lot of probes here. Damn, look at the probe count difference right now. Ah, but the SimCity, these vultures can't chase. Oh, but they can. Wait, can they even get...
How often do you see an Archon clean up a tank drop?
Pretty rare, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he morphed those ones. Surely those ones could have escaped. I don't know.
They used the storm to defend the drop or something.
You see that actually not that rare.
Yeah.
It's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, these vultures on the hunt for a Templar. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Yes, he is. I guess that's why you morph him, so the vultures can't get him.
Yeah.
Zealot's getting baited as well. Gonna take a lot of damage from these mines. Terran getting such great efficiency in the last few minutes here, and we can see he's pulled ahead in supply. A few more vultures sneaking in, going after more probes here. They do get blocked. Templar, nice storm. Maybe not necessary, but nice anyway.
Oh, there's so many mines here. I don't know if this is a good idea for Protoss. This seems like a real overextension here. Oh, damn. Yeah, I think Crazy is just starting to take over here. And we can see with his relentless macro, you know, he's not banking anything, even though his work count is like way ahead here. All those factories going up. This is Crazy's kind of game. If it gets into his production, you know, he's just gonna bury you into heaps and heaps of units.
Yeah, and this massive vulture composition is gonna do so well against all these speed lots in Templar.
Yeah. Well, Storm Drops is still an option to harass. Problem is, Terran's been on 3 bases for a while, and Protoss only like looking at his 4th now, hasn't even started it. So Terran's just going to pull more and more ahead until Protoss can throw down a few more bases. I mean, honestly, even one expansion is not enough here. I'd be throwing in like 2 at once. Yeah.
We do see a shuttle with 2 Templar and 2 Zealots heading towards the natural of Terran. There are a bunch of turrets there. Like, I don't know if he's going to get...
Oh, Templar's getting picked off, by the way, yeah. One goes down. Okay, only one. Yeah, maybe not quite worth it that time for 4 vultures.
So I've been coached that like storm drops are not really the point of this build. The point is to keep killing the tank so that Terran can't build up a big tank count. And so like getting storm drops is great, but like if you're not accomplishing the goal of cutting down the tanks, it's still really scary for Protoss.
Yeah, fair enough.
And without speed, I don't think this drop is gonna work.
Yeah. I can see why shuttle speed is important after that.
Yeah.
One Zealot has a lot of work to do if he's going to make up for all the units just driving that shuttle. Some vultures got cleaned up at the 12 o'clock, but it's not such a big deal for Terran. That shuttle was a considerable investment. And yeah, we still don't see any Stargate or anything, so I feel like Protoss is just kind of committed to this style. But like you were saying, if Terran is able to get up into a maxed army, it's not going to be that effective. The vessel is out now. +2 is on the way for Terran. Okay, starting to saturate this 4th base. Man, these vultures just keep coming straight across the map to the natural to snipe Templars. And when we look at this natural right now, there's a lot of ripe targets there. Is he going to go in?
Yeah. Crazy trying to just expand out here at this 4th location, but there are goons and an Archon nearby to shut it down.
Space is sending his whole army across the map right now. Looks like he really wants to stop this. And Crazy's moving like a very small amount of units over here. I'm a bit surprised. You can see he has a bunch of tanks still sieged in the natural.
So many Templar here. They're just going to get picked off before they do anything. There we go. We have a storm on some of these Terran units. Oh, there we go. Another nice one on 2
Crazy tanks. Fighting with like 5% of his army right now. But still somehow succeeding, to be honest. Like, he's going to melt those goons. I guess the Protoss does not have his entire army here either. And so many Templar just not microed at all. No storms came out from them. They just tried to hug tanks. You really got to like cast those storms if you're going to go Templar heavy style, right? You can't have Templars dying with energy.
You know, it was only last season of CPL that I learned that Templar are not hovering and they do trigger mines.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah. Who knows why? Well, I think it's because their psionic stuff is all just fake, and like, you know, they must have like a wire above them or something. They're not really hovering.
yeah. It's like one of those like scam artists in the park who's
exactly
like, floating on their cane, but the cane's actually rooted the ground, so they can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of mines have been hitting as well this game. Again, Crazy sending these vultures across this path. It's like the vulture rite of initiation. You have to go to the Protoss National and try and kill a Templar before you're accepted into the Terran army. And look at that. Oh, kill it. Okay, they get it. I mean, again, at what cost though? I'm not sure if that was really worth it.
Yeah. Like, how many vultures is not worth killing a Templar?
I think even 3 is a bit too much. I don't know. Maybe 3 is okay, but I don't know. If I spent 2 vultures to kill a Templar, I'd be like, that was okay. If I lost 3, I'd be like, maybe not.
It's still going to depend on like, if you got mines down with them.
It's true. I mean, what you really want to do is just swoop in with like 12 and kill them before Protoss even does anything. Look at this. He's going to try and deny this bottom right with vultures alone. I mean, that's enough vultures for these goons with mines. Although, how many mines are left? Only one of them has mines. They're not all fighting together either. Looks like they will barely be able to push these goons back. And I guess they can deny cannons for a little while. But Protoss responds by moving the army across. I mean, Crazy's got a pretty fortified position here, but I see no anti-air. And these tanks are so clumped. If there's ever a target for the storm drops, this is it. But where are the shuttles? There's a shuttle. No shuttle speed, though. I think that's really a missing piece of the puzzle with this kind of play. You just absolutely 100% need it. It is not optional.
So important. Like, when I do this, I like to get 2 robos and just get, like, tons of shuttles.
Yeah.
It's so valuable to drop zealots like right on the tanks.
Well, is it viable to have your whole army and shuttles and just don't have anything on the ground? But okay, Protoss going to come in here. This vessel has D-matrices available, and those tanks doing a lot of damage. Yeah, just vaporizing anything that comes close. I think he cast a D-matrix on that tank just as it died, so it didn't count, unfortunately. But here we go. These zealots coming forward. I think Terran has enough here because he can pull that CC back. Nice storms, though. He needs to lift that CC, though. Uh-oh.
Advance some more tanks, too.
That shuttle is empty, but it sure is intimidating. Yeah, I think he's going to lose this CC if Protoss focuses it. Really unfortunate so many tanks are stuck in the back here. Another nice storm.
Oh, nice storms. Oh,
yeah,
another nice storm.
Suddenly this looks pretty good for space, actually. Because he has a big bank behind this too, whereas Terran can't rebuild this army that easily. That one goon going to kill that CC? Nope, his buddy's going to kill Steel after he did all the hard work. That one goon, the one guy in the group project who does all the work. Okay, Terran trying to reclaim this high ground here. And he will be able to. But if he wants to take that again, he really needs to spread his tanks and get a lot more defensive mines. These vultures that are hanging around the middle of the map are really need to be supporting this position that Crazy's trying to take. Well, his tank's doing good damage, though. But like I said, Space can afford to rebuild this army so much more easily than Crazy can. Okay, here we go. Vulture Rite of Initiation, you know, number 75. Only one goon here. Oh my gosh. I was trying to think of some analogy, like they're going on that goon like a pack of something on something, but it's like a pack of vultures on a single goon. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and they're going to get in here and kill all these probes. I'm killing the cannon first. Oh, there's another cannon, though. Now, honestly, his natural is decently defended. It's not getting his... Yeah, he's not going to do anything. He's too slow. Wait, I hear mines going off. Or am I hearing mines going off? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, convenient excuse to transfer pros to his bottom right, though.
There you go, there you go.
But yeah, I'm still worried that this like position at the 4th is weak because all the tanks are clumped so much. And, you know, Protoss already mining the top left is a big deal. If Protoss mines that out before Terran gets there, that's actually really strong for Protoss, because then Terran doesn't have an easy 5th to take. Can Terran win with only these 4 bases? I don't think he can. Like, in a long game, I think he would need another one for sure.
I think you're right, like... Especially given, like, how late this 4th is going to be, like, the main and natural are out.
I don't know about this right now. Protoss trying to come up this ramp. This looks like a recipe for disaster to me. Running straight into that minefield. So many tanks in the back here. This is just a slaughter. These units funneling in one at a time. No storms going down. Focuses that Templar very nicely with the vultures there. That one DT doesn't even need detection. It just stood too close to another tank. And the Protoss army just got decimated. But we still see he's like 50 up in supply. How can that be? Did Terran really have so little? Oh, in the gateways. Yeah. Well, he only has so many, though. What does he have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He only has 12 gateways, though. That's a tough thing for Protoss on this map, right? You don't have a very good location to build extra ones.
Yeah, there's even 3 at the 4th base.
Yeah, I saw those. But look at this. He's starting to siege the bottom left, the top left now. After winning that fight, that gives him the opportunity to do this. And once you get in that location and really secure it, it's basically impossible for Protoss to get in without recall because it's so narrow. But he's not really committing much army there yet. So Protoss can probably pounce on this before Terran gets in position. A few more reinforcements coming down. Oh, this shuttle, though. This shuttle's going to make all the difference. Terran needs to commit more forces here. He only has a small force. It's going to get bullied by, I think, the entire Protoss army, I think. But so far, Terran not reacting, not bringing the rest of those tanks up. Oh, gets the Nexus, though. That's pretty big. So, Protoss is only on 1-1 right now, by the way, and Terran's on 3-3. Nice storm. Okay, Protoss taking this upper bottom right base, which, you know, it's kind of his right, you know. Those bases are kind of signed away to Protoss at the start of the game in a blood pact. If Terran takes those, you know something's going wrong as Protoss, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, these goons are trying their best, but against a high ground tank, not much chance.
Space is trying to rebuild this a Nexus, but he's also leaving the area with his whole army. So I feel like Crazy can just go back down and kill it again.
He probably will. I mean, I think that's his long-term plan here, just to inch into that base, right? Interesting that Space is moving his army all down to the bottom right here. Is he planning to counterattack the natural? These mines will at least give Crazy some warning if he does. I mean, his observers have been looking at these mines all game, for sure. It looks like he's going to try and clear these. Oh, I like that he's only sending 3 goons.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice play. Meanwhile, a Crazy is just going for this 11 o'clock base. And there's nothing to defend. It's definitely going to go down. The probes just give it up and leave. And this means that the top left is completely cut off too.
But the counterattack is going to go ahead. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Like, to be honest, it could go either way. If Space can get into the main, he will definitely win, right? But can he? Alright, Crazy sees it now. Those mines doing huge damage as usual. Oh my gosh, taking out so many zealots. Yeah, I don't know. This is not enough for Space, I think, unless he has really amazing storms here. That DT going to work without detection, though.
It is. He gets a tank. He gets stormed for the trouble.
Oh, poor thing. A lot of Templars left over. Can Protoss get into here with just Templars? Like, is that going to work? I have my doubts. Crazy actually pulling back. Yeah.
The whole army of Terran is coming back after killing that base.
Yeah, and looks like they'll be able to defend this no problem. So, really losing a key base there, Space is, and Crazy going to be able to stop this counterattack no problem. So this position is suddenly swinging really far in Terran's favor, I think. Because if he can just secure this like high ground pod, he has 2 more bases. It looks like he's just going to go for the throat. He's like, alright, I killed enough. I can kill you now, but that is not how this matchup works, my friend. You got to be careful. That is a lot of tanks, though. Storm? Nice. That's so many storms. Oh my god, and nothing siege.
Oh my god.
Can he storm this entire Terran army? Well, he storms Zone of Server.
Maybe.
I mean, he's getting there, but no, there's just too much. I think he's going to push him back here. Wow, they all died so fast suddenly.
Yeah.
Well, the top left continues to mine during this, though. And Terran's going to mine out the third pretty soon. GG, as Space, I think, saying, alright, well, he's going to be able to come into my natural without too much trouble. Take that out. So Crazy takes game 2. So that makes it 1-1. Once again, we're going to get to go to game 3. Awesome. These series have been so good, so dynamic.
Yeah. I like that we saw the more Templar focused style. Or the just
something
Arbiters.
different.
Alright, so we saw a Zealot and we saw a gas steal so far in this series. Do you think we're going to see Space do something crazy in this third game?
Well, it's the final game, right? Is that when you pull out the craziest things of all? In the top right in the green, we have Crazy, always rocking that stylish green. And the bottom right in the yellow, we have Ash Space, currently 1-1. Although, what do you do on Polypoid, right? You can proxy in the center, of course, but I mean, it's no better on Polypoid than it is anywhere else. If you're going to proxy, I think Eclipse is the map. So I don't know. I don't know what you try here. Nexus first, maybe?
Maybe.
Because that game demonstrated Crazy's late game strength, right? I think Space is well aware that, you know, you have more advantage against Crazy if you don't let him get that far. So I don't know if Nexus first is the build, right? Because it gives you a long-term advantage, but maybe long-term is not the way to play it.
But on the other hand, like, the Crazy in general in both games has gone, like, quick expansion, so maybe you feel safer.
Yeah, that's true, actually. That's an excellent point. You could go for that, like, you know, Zealot expand, like the gasless Protoss expand is something you could do as well. And I think it works well because Crazy has taken quite a bit of damage from these Zealots so far. And if he's doing something like Rex FE, you still have the opportunity to get in there and punish it with those Zealots. But we'll have to wait and see. Honestly, maybe in the final game you just think, okay, well, I don't want to throw the final game right away. I'll just do a standard build as well. So many options. Yeah. Someone should write a book on like build choice in StarCraft best ofs.
Oh yeah, there's books about like different phases of chess, like the whole book about like the beginning of a chess game. Yeah.
Well, why not
it's
StarCraft
like,
then? There's more potential moves in StarCraft than there is in chess, that's for sure.
Exactly. Dude, can you imagine like a textbook on a StarCraft cheeses?
Like, it would be like, you know, guide to 9 pool or something.
Yeah.
600 pages.
Yeah.
9 pool and modern variations by like, I don't know, Soma or something. Like, I don't know. You know what? I have to write the book. 9 pool speed, the best build.
There you go.
It'll be like 1 page long.
There you go. Crazy getting the first scout off. But he's going to see completely normal build here.
Yeah. Well, as we were talking about, that's what S-Space is thinking, I guess, in this final game. But also Crazy not going for XFE here, getting that strong SimCity up, just getting that factory down as well. So we're set for a pretty regular game on Polypoid. Now, I'm making a prediction here that it'll be Crazy's victory then, because it's not that hard for Terran to get up to 4 bases on this map, and it's just going to be a long game because the map is so like large and wide. It takes a long time to get across. So I don't know. I just think this kind of thing is going to favor Crazy, like just going into a standard game on this map. But we'll see. Maybe Space will surprise me. Oh, that probe just gets right in. No problem. Marine? What Marine?
Gets in, sees the one guy in gas, sees the one factory.
Yeah, he sees everything.
Yeah.
Even his own demise at the hands of this Marine? Did he see that coming? I don't think so. Maybe he's not all-seeing after all. Look at this SCV, just waiting.
Hiding in the ramp.
I'm going to block the ramp here. Well, he could still go for a DT rush. Oh, he's looking at his base. He's like, where did that SCV go? Yeah, Terran playing totally standard this time. I wonder if we go for that Fac CC Fac again, or that was just last game. Okay, I assume he's going to go for a Nexus here. Yeah, he's going to go for the Nexus after all. Okay, the SCV swinging into action just at the right timing.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was well timed out. So he sees the Nexus go down. Is he going to get in the main? No.
Does not.
Okay, both players just gearing up here. So do you think in like, I mean, how old is chess? Like 1500 years old or something like that?
Yeah,
Do you think in 1500 years people will be writing books about StarCraft?
Oh man, I can't imagine.
It's a long time.
Knowing like, I guess it depends on like how cynical you are, but it'll probably be like League of Legends and Fortnite will survive and everything else will be dead.
Oh, maybe. Do people write books on League?
Yeah.
Like, you know, laning phase. Laning phase for dummies.
Like, do you remember like before the remastered patch, the water would be really like weird and like different colors and stuff?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so like in the future when we have like holodecks or whatever, are they gonna have problems running this old
Oh,
software?
they're like, yeah, I'm running a 2D program. It's called StarCraft.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have heard of it, you know. My God.
It'd be cool though. Like you could like have the holodeck, like you're playing the game like in a stadium or something.
By the way, Armory Academy coming up here from Crazy. So playing super conservatively, which I think is smart on this map. Another SCV scout coming down, which is interesting. He just really wants to know what Protoss is doing here.
Yeah, he's really like, did you really expand?
Well, he didn't really get any intel at all from that. I guess that pylon is a good indicator that the expansion is real, though. But yeah, I think Crazy is just trying to play as safe as he can here. Getting that vulture speed really fast again, though. He loves to run those vultures in. So back to the chess conversation, because these players just aren't doing anything for now. When they first invented chess, do you think they knew, like, you know, this is going to be a big thing, and they're like, oh
yeah, this is gonna stick around for a long time.
This is just for fun. We'll play it today, you know. Come up with something else tomorrow. Ooh,
well, I know like the rules have changed over time, and like in different countries, like different pieces could do different stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, third Nexus is going to come down in a minute here, but will these vultures...
Oh
no!
my God, he killed you!
Oh my God. Okay, Ash Space is the villain of this game. Will these hero vultures be able to come in and punish this Protoss for their crimes? No, they won't. The Nexus goes down. Make him suffer. Well, they'll get the probe.
Why? It wasn't even blocking the Nexus. Like, it's just out hanging out.
Yeah, it wasn't doing anything. In fact, it was kind of helping him, getting in the way of vultures running up that ramp. Oh, but again, we're going to have these vultures descend on this goon like a swarm of vultures on a lone goon. Or maybe not. They'll descend on this Nexus like a swarm of vultures on a Nexus.
So, do you think, like, if a building is being warped in and it gets reduced to 0 health points and stops, do you think the building is destroyed? Or just, like, the wormhole is closed?
I think, like, whatever you shoot at the wormhole goes through to the other side in ire or whatever and, like, damages it. So, like, you know, the Nexus there, like, you know, getting ready to ship off. Like, why does it keep getting dents in it? What's going on? That's what I think.
But then, like, so if you can shoot through a wormhole, why don't the Protoss just, like, open a wormhole and then have goons, like, from the other side shoot through it?
Well, you know, I think... Oh my gosh, these probes, by the way, getting picked off.
Oh my God.
Oh, pretty good damage there. Given those vultures had laid all their mines, that's actually pretty good. But yeah, like, I don't think the Protoss are that creative, to be honest, because with the super advanced technology they supposedly have, they don't seem to do much with it, right? Terran's just like, what's the biggest gun we can put on this vehicle, right? But Protoss is just like, oh, we're going to keep it honorable. We'll fight in melee combat with the Zealots, you know, and whatever. And like, you know, oh, we'll take the gun from the photon cannon and put it on the Dragoon, but you know, it has to walk around awkwardly with 4 legs. But Terran's like, how far can we make these Goliath missiles fly? I don't want to be able to see them after I shoot them, you know?
Exactly. Terran just puts a bigger gun on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the philosophy.
Yeah, crazy is getting his third base off of 2 factories and then getting a starport right away. Gonna let those upgrades proceed quickly.
I wonder if he's gonna go for a dropship again. It was definitely worth it last time. Even if he didn't use it to its full potential, it still definitely paid for itself, right?
Yeah. I think that at the very least, the starport is to get the science facility to get the +2 started soon. But like, you can always just build a dropship with it.
Well, a wise Terran said to me once that like you either get the starport early in the game to get the dropship right away, or you just get the dropship because you already had to make the starport for upgrades. So I think it's a fine thing to do if you're like, well, I have it anyway. And the dropship, you know, if you don't get caught out and lose it, it's hard for it not to be worthwhile some of the time.
Yeah. Although we did kind of see this last game with those vultures like continually running in and killing Templar. Like, vultures aren't actually free, like as much as we like to mute about it. So like if you keep giving up like big groups of vultures, especially when you haven't had lots of factories for a big chunk of the game, like that actually does have an effect on the Terran army.
Yeah, that's a good point, I suppose. I mean, the conventional wisdom is like, oh, it's okay if I lose them because I fill up the supply of tanks, but I guess if you're not actually maxed, that's not actually true. Yeah. Well, so far, how many has he lost though? He just traded those 3 for probes, which I think was fine.
Right. Yeah, I'm just thinking like that might be a reason why he might not go for drops. Like, he doesn't have that many vultures to drop.
Right. Oh, I get you. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think last game, it actually works well against that Templar style if you're just concentrating on Templar, because that's the only big like power unit Protoss has is those storms. I love these vultures spreading out and putting mines in all the bases. Crazy King Vision and everything. Wow, look at that Observer and that vulture perfectly in the same spot. I'm sure there's something poetic about that. Arbiter Tribunal coming up this time, so... That's not the Arbiter Tribunal, that is. So we're not going to see the Templar style again. Although I'm a bit worried that Protoss hasn't started a 4th Nexus yet. He's about to send a probe. But it's only going to be a mineral only. I mean, I feel like Terran is just getting a really good economic position, and Protoss not really doing the kind of rapid expansion you need to with 3-base Arbiter. Like, I like to say that when Terran's ready to push out, that's like when your 6th base should be starting, basically. But right now, he's only just starting his 4th.
Yeah, like you can get like 5 bases maxed out with some Arbiters by 15 minutes. So like there's still time to do that, but it's gonna be pretty aggressive if you want.
Yeah, I don't know the exact time. With a normal opening, I would say like Protoss should be maxed by 12 minutes for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's if when you sit on 3 bases and just
okay.
If you're trying to get to like the 4 or 5 bases, depending on the Terran build, you don't max out that fast.
Okay.
I think.
I know. I just would have thought, you know, usually Protoss always maxes before Terran in a normal game, so I don't know. Oh, it's taking this 4th like so fast here, but this is part of what I was saying about Polypoid. You know, once you get this base set up, it's not hard to defend at all, and it's very far for Protoss to go. So Crazy still continuing to take advantage of the map, setting up in a really strong macro position. I mean, this is the most standoffish game ever, right? They're both just like sitting in the corner, like, no, you make a move.
I think this probe in the bottom left is going to go down.
No, it's not.
Oh,
yes, it is.
There you go.
Remember, Ash Space is the villain because he killed that Ursidon, so we must root for Terran in all cases.
Oh, and here comes the backup squad.
The
vulture.
Well, they're not going to go for that goon, sadly, but there's still nice mines to have, so you can see what's moving back and forth there. It's smart of Space to get 2 cannons right away there, because this base is just like bait for vultures to kill probes.
It's so open, yeah.
Yeah, so many games, like I've just run in there like 3 times and just kept killing probes. MP coming up here. Terran setting up that classic maxed army. 4 Goliaths and a vessel, I'm expecting. I don't think Protoss is aware of this 12 o'clock though. It's a big deal. He's just trying to run around though. Ooh, losing a couple. And like you're saying, maybe he'll be inefficient with Vulture's game, but at the same time, 5 Vultures sneaking in a different direction. But there's nothing for them here, unfortunately. That could have been a strong move if the probe transfer just a little bit earlier.
But he does not get caught out. And, you know, Space being really diligent about escorting these Dragoons. Doesn't want to just take any damage suddenly here. Oh, but will he anyway? Okay, no, they're just going to this space. I don't know why I thought they're going to the bottom left when there's not even a nexus there.
Just gonna hang out. The Vulture's showing up late to the party, not finding any probes, and Space actually did a really good job clearing out so many mines in the middle of the map. Right as I say that, he walked forward.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think
course,
masterful defense of the Vulture harassed so far from Space. He's looking real good, and we do have him pretty much maxed now at 13 minutes. Crazy having taken this 4th base so fast. Won't be maxed out for a minute or two, but he will be able to push fairly soon. But the thing is, it's so wide open. If you're trying to defend that 12 o'clock, I don't know if you can really push across to the Protoss natural here. Look at this, these goons coming in. These tanks aren't sieged. Is he gonna go for an attack?
Yeah, all these tanks were thinking about moving out. There you go.
Oh my gosh, so many goons
so
going
much
down.
Damage.
Basically for free. I think you've got like 1 Vulture there, right?
And there's no storm, there's no stasis here. There's no way to punish all that clumping. And Crazy gets so much value out of that fight.
Yeah, huge. It was a bit of you know, poor armor control there after he just done so well after the Vultures. I don't know what he was thinking, just moving those there and standing them there. You're asking for Terran to smack you. I'm looking at this 12 o'clock, by the way, and like it's super vulnerable to recalls, obviously, but even could Protoss kind of just sneak some Zealots through this back path and go kill those tanks, and then you hit the depot wall from both sides? And I don't think Terran will be able to stop you, because Terran really has not put enough mines, I feel, to defend this this 12. Because you want to know if Protoss is in that area. Looks like he's going to push straight down, though. Looks like he's getting ready for that. And you can take that 3 o'clock as well. It's a pretty strong position. Where is the Arbiter? I'm looking for it. Oh, it's with the army.
Yeah. Right. There's only one, it looks like.
Second Arbiter just came out. It is a bit late. Okay. I mean, he won't have energy for stasis anytime soon, but at least he does have the 2 Arbiters out. We see Crazy actually positioning, preparing for a recall here. I'm interested that he's done that, because he doesn't have all those Vultures. Oh, they get in. Wow, how did they survive that?
They get into the bottom left, but there's nothing there.
Did you see those goons? They were like walking towards a minefield, but they turned around at the last second. They knew.
Their spider sense was tingling.
That's right. Well, I mean, they are kind of like spiders, right? Crawling around on those legs. Spider mind sense, you could say. Okay, here comes Crazy. He's starting to move down the map here. I'm a bit worried because he doesn't have the mines in the center of the map to stop the Protoss army kind of hitting him in the flank here. And Protoss is coming in hot. He's not siege. He really needs to get this army organized, because if he gets caught here, it's not going to be good. Okay, the Protoss army not coming in all at once either, though. Oh my gosh, we could have the biggest stasis ever here. That one's not bad. Chamber got the Observer. Another one will be ready in a few seconds. Will it be too late, though?
And even Templar. Oh my gosh. Now they're full on mana, but do they have Storm?
They don't. They do not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it just started.
But Protoss crushed this army. Like I said, Terran didn't have his army organized there, and kind of just got hit in the side. And Protoss just kind of cleaned up. So many tanks falling. It's going to take a long time for Terran to amass a force like that again. And Protoss, you know, he's continued to expand the bottom left here. So this has been a great moment for Protoss here. Unfortunately, he did use the high energy Arbiter, so no recall available right now. If he could recall the 12 right now, he might be able to end this game, but unfortunately no energy just now.
Well, and Crazy has a command center flying out of the 12 o'clock, and he's building
wow.
So he's just going to keep expanding.
That's brave, though. How is he possibly going to secure the top left? I think the option here is the 3 o'clock, because you can put a depot wall, and, like, you know, you only have to defend this area on the map. You have to extend so far to get that top left. As long as Protoss knows about it, which he will with this very diligent Observer, he's going to be able to deny that super easily, I think. A bunch of Vultures coming in here. But they will be pushed back pretty easily. That minefield is a bit scary. They've Zealots run into it, but luckily the Goons are on hand. I feel like I need a rhyme for, like, you know, there's like When Behind Dark Shrine. What one for Vultures? Oh, these Vultures need to run away, though. Run away!
The only word I can think of that even rhymes with Vulture is culture.
I was thinking of, like, mines or something. Oh, that mine actually went off, by the way. Oh, Terran needs to siege up here. He's got this little force. Going to get caught by this whole Protoss army and crushed, I think.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, very nice there. Protoss getting in here once again. Going to reset the tank count. Oh, but there's way more behind here. So I think Protoss needs to take what he's got and pull back after this. Oh, I know. I have my doubts about continuing this push here. I think we're going to start to see a lot of Goons fall if he's not careful. There are more Zealots, though.
These guys are so clumped up.
Yeah, that's the problem here. Zealots trying to get in. But yeah, I think Terran doing decent damage here, +3. Well, he's cleaning up more tanks though, so maybe it's worth it when you're this ahead, even if you're not efficient. You're clearing out these tanks and you're keeping Terran from building up again. And he's continuing to rally, but these vultures trying to get in the natural here, laying a bunch of mines. Nice mine placement there, while this fight is continuing. Oh, but he drags mines onto himself there. But yeah, here we go. These goons are starting to get cleaned up. There's units unstasis, and they're gonna start shelling those goons for big damage. And so,
yeah, but so many tanks died. I think it was totally worth it.
Yeah, you're probably right. It just makes me nervous anytime Protoss is trading away their entire army.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Terran's not going to be under threat for a little bit here. And he does have his 4 bases, right? 5 bases even, with this unscouted extra one. In fact, I think he forgot he had that CC. He hasn't flown it over yet. Protoss really needs to find out about that natural. Because, yeah, Terran has all the bases he needs. He can kind of build another maxed army without too much trouble. And all he would need is, like, one good engagement. And then suddenly he's in a good position here. And Protoss not denying this top left is what's going to let him keep getting that money. Double Arbiter production right now. Another thing you got to be careful about is sometimes you see Protoss with like too many Arbiters in their army and they don't have enough supply to actually fight.
I do that all the time. Like my Arbiter tech is late, so I panic and get 2 Stargates, and then I end up with like 10 Arbiters that take way too much.
You know what? Both players are doing a really good job though of like making the exact right amount of workers here. Like 65-70 is really key.
Yeah.
They're both on 68, which is really impressive in a game like this where there's so much to do.
Yeah, like how do people like keep track of that
right
in the middle of a game against such a perfect number?
My approach is I don't worry about whether I have too many or too little. I just keep making them. So I always have too many.
Yeah.
Ooh, these mines getting cleared out, but this gives Terran time to react. That's why these mines are so key, because you know where the Protoss are moving in. Yeah, this is a fine position for Terran. EMP going to go down? No EMP yet, but I think there's plenty of Terran army here to fend this off. But is he going to the top left? Can he just bypass this army? So many goons falling though. Oh, this is a great engage for Terran. Stasis is going to go down now. Decent stasis on the back 2 tanks.
Yeah.
I mean, does Protoss have enough to push through here? I don't think they do. No, especially with these reinforcements. Yeah, this is a big issue. Now Terran really is starting to look good, because if he can just stabilize the positions he has on the map, he will be able to take the bases he needs. He just needs to keep fortifying what he has. Some Zell's trying to counterattack the natural. I don't know how much they're going to get done there. No, they did get pushed back. The Arbiter fleet making its way. I mean, is there any turrets here? These 2 goons are going to be the heroes. They're going to come and deny this. Although I think a bunch of vultures probably going to head over there.
Yeah, there's no mana for a recall, so it's just going to be Arbiters killing this command center.
Well, I guess these Arbiters, you know, they came here to recall units and kill command centers, and they're all out of energy. So
nice.
These vultures trying to get in here to defend. You know, there's a lot of tanks coming for Terran, so he will be able to fend this off. I guess he needs to start building some turrets underneath those Arbiters. Oh, you know, that mine placement actually was pretty good for Terran. Looked like it dragged a bit, but honestly, taking out all those zealots is worth it. Arbiter's very smartly retreating.
It did a total of about 400 damage to
yeah.
command center.
That's pretty impressive for Arbiters, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, now Terran's really starting to lock down this top left side of the map. And I'm getting worried for Protoss. Like, he needs a move, like a recall or something, because if he keeps just trading in this manner, Terran is going to pull ahead here. Terran basically maxed again. The only thing is, he is moving his army around on siege a lot, so Protoss can catch him. It'll do a lot. And here comes an Arbiter for the recall, but it doesn't have enough energy. And this vessel might catch it. Oh, he saw it for a split second, but I don't think he actually... Oh, he did notice it. He
noticed. Oh, but the Arbiter dodged.
Oh sick. Even without seeing the vessel, I don't know how he knew to move that direction. Look at this. There's nothing to stop him now. Army's all clumped up. The Vulture's like, hey, what's this? And then it's gone. Recall. Nice. He'll probably get that CC, right?
2 more Arbiters in it, and it's like crazy. He isn't even trying to defend. He's just going to march south to this 3...
I don't know how I feel about this, because he's not really going to get up that ramp, is he? As long as there's some units guarding it. And I think Protoss is much happier to trade bases than Terran is. But at the same time, the Protoss army that was recalled is idle right now. Needs to be hitting that top left. So what's that?
Oh, there were a ton of probes that were almost in range of getting blown up by siege tanks.
So many more vultures coming out, though. If they lay mines here, yeah, they're going to cut off reinforcements, actually. But the Protoss counterattack is continuing. I shouldn't say that. It's the Terran counterattack. It's the Protoss first attack. If Protoss can take out the 12 o'clock as well, he's looking really good, I think. Even if he loses these bottom left bases, I think it still favors Protoss.
Get the 12.
Oh, unfortunate. He needs to focus these depots. Oh, no, he's going to pull back. Those 2 depots holding off the entire Protoss army. He could just go up the other path. There's actually just nothing there. But so many tanks in this bottom left. No hope of defending this right now. If he loses his bottom left main, maybe I'd have to change my mind and say it's not bad for Terran at all. Well, more units in the center of the map, cleaning up a few vultures here. Honestly, there's just units all over the place right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's continuing to guard these top left bases to make sure Terran can't retake them. But now the 3 o'clock being taken. And that, if Terran can hold on to that, it'd be enough. But there's Protoss units here kind of looking for an opportunity, trying to fight these vultures. Oh, 2 DTs coming out at the exact key moment while Crazy's not paying attention to this bottom left army. How much damage can they do? Oh my gosh.
Delete a tank immediately.
Yeah, this could be huge if they take out a whole bunch of tanks here.
And all these tanks are on siege, about to get...
Oh, the whole Protoss army suddenly coming in, yeah. But those mines... Doesn't matter, though. There's enough here to clean it up from all sides. And those tanks trying to run, but there's no hope. Gets a spite EMP off before he runs away. Honestly, mine's getting good value there, but yeah. Crazy doesn't have a big bank to rebuild. He's only just taking this 3 o'clock. He's on the ropes right now, for sure.
See, both players lost bases, but that's almost always a better trade for the Protoss.
Yeah, absolutely, right? But he has a few more tanks here. I mean, it's only goons coming in here. If he gets a scan off... Oh, no, it's a vessel. What am I saying?
Big line, though.
Yeah. Trying again to get up to that 12 o'clock. Once again, neglecting the alternative path. Just trying to force his way in there without even targeting the depot. It's honestly futile. A bunch more units trying to come up there too as well, though. Honestly, he's just like donating these zealots by just move commanding them in there. And it's a bit unfortunate. Well, there's really not that much to defend the 12. Can you actually just get through that depot before that one tank can do anything? I think you probably can. But like I was saying, continuing to just lose these zealots at the 12. Oh, he's busting in there. If Protoss takes out this 3 o'clock, I don't think there's much left for Terran to do. But that is only like 4 goons, or 3 goons in a second. So, not going to do the damage here, but starting to leave that open is all that matters. Wow, I didn't notice Protoss took this mineral only. That's pretty brave when Terran's pushing in this like exact location.
Oh, yeah, I think it like just finished. Yeah,
wow.
I think even sees it.
So 16 kills between those tanks at the 12, because their zealots just stubbornly continue to try to go into the depots.
Oh my god.
Nice mines as well. The Arbiter Swarm is here. They're doing the damage they can, which is not very much. But where's the vessel? Where's the detection? All these tanks on the low ground getting taken out. The reinforcements coming into this narrow low ground path. I think Terran has enough here as long as he keeps scanning. But where are the scans? Okay, there it is. Oh, the tanks didn't siege until now. It's probably enough vultures. Oh yeah, especially with these reinforcements. Yeah, I think Terran cleans this up.
But at a huge cost, though. Like, there was a big army here before, and so many tanks have gone down.
Well, you know, 5 Arbiters is starting to get, like, they can actually kill stuff. Like, they're only going to take, like, 15 seconds to kill this tank. It's pretty fast for Arbiters. So, actually, wow. Yeah, the Arbiters actually clean it up with some help from some ground units. What's at the 12? There's a single turret. I mean, Arbiters are pretty bad, but 5 Arbiters can kill 1 turret.
Is that the math? It takes 5 Arbiters to kill 1 turret.
I'm sure it doesn't take that many, but yeah. I'm confident that that's enough. Needs to get up there, though, before Terran fortifies his position. Oh, no.
Nice EMP.
That's why Arbiter fleets aren't popular, yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow. Well, never mind spells. They'll just have to keep fighting normally. Honestly, Protoss missed a bit of an opportunity there. If he went straight up that ramp before Terran refortified this location, he could have taken it out. And that probably would have been game, but as it stands, he still has the superior army. Probably the superior economy, too. Terran's going to mine that 12 out soon. He's going to need to be thinking about another base. Look at all these flying paperweights.
He's building under the command center, but I don't think he has the forces to defend it. There's even a command center flying outside of his mineral only, just
cool.
Hovering,
he has a lot of command centers on the map. He has a spare at the 12 too. It's like these are his lives. He has a lot of extra lives, you know. Okay, Protoss looks like he's going to take the 9 o'clock here. I think that would be definitely a strong move. Because yeah, Terran's not going to be able to get across and deny that for a long time, I don't think. So I guess if you can't attack, you might as well expand. Terran reassembling a little force, but honestly, it's quite small. And if this force gets caught out on the map, I think it's going to get wiped pretty quickly. Terran really needs to consolidate for a while here. Well, I mean, if you can take out this mineral only before Protoss can get there, but I don't really see that happening. Laying some mines. Here we go. Does he have an EMP? Oh, the Nexus is low already. Never mind. Well, with a lot of mines, he might take this Nexus out, actually. That's a pretty big blow for Protoss. Yeah, looks like he's...
but this army of space is going around to flank, and there's not much here to protect these tanks.
Well, I think he does see it coming now.
So he knows which angle he has to defend from. He can EMP the Arbiter Swarm again, but they already have no energy. I mean, I don't know. This Protoss army looks big, but the position is good for Terran. Oh, but all the Vultures and Goliaths in the front get taken out pretty quickly. Only a couple of Zealots get left on top of these tanks. Can Terran take this fight? I don't know. I think there's too many Zealots and the units from the high ground as well. Protoss going to clean it up again. More Vulture reinforcements coming in though. Crazy's really good at reinforcing mid-fight. Going to get some nice mines down. Even these tanks on the low ground, where did they even come from? Oh, they were stasis before. So Protoss takes it, but only barely. And he didn't build that 9 o'clock yet. He's really low on money. I mean, I don't even know who that fight favors in the end then, because maybe Crazy's actually mining better now. No, that's not true. There's still this 6 o'clock. I don't know. It's very close right now. Like, if one player gets a dominating engage, like that'll be all they need, I think. And now he has 5 stasis available. Okay, that's not true. He EMP'd some of them. He has 2 stasis available. Terran continuing to push this location. I wonder if he wants to set up another there for himself. Oh, he cleans out the top left finally. Will he be able to re-expand there? He's got his spare CCs.
Yeah, there's one flying that way already. I can only imagine that he's like forgotten about this one outside of his old mineral.
Yeah, right. It's just a spotter now. Oh, that was his natural CC, by the way, that he floated out. Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, we see Crazy laying the mines to protect top left here. But his tank's still all positioned on the right-hand side. Okay, Protoss does have 3-3 this game. He's not stuck on low upgrades, at least. But that 9 o'clock going up. Okay, Protoss pushing forward again. Is he going to be able to take out this position? Terran needs to siege up. Okay, there we go. But
I don't think Crazy should be here. Like,
yeah,
I don't think he should be fighting over this.
I agree.
Empty ground.
Just fortify the 3 and then pull back. Yeah, and like kind of zone the left side. He's so vulnerable to stasis right now. Oh, but stasis is not what our space is thinking of, I think. Oh, no, he is. Here we go. Nice.
Oh,
5 tanks. Okay, but there are a lot of mines here. There's still a few tanks. The Arbiter's getting taken out pretty quickly by all those Goliaths. Nice scan goes down. Oh my god, that was huge. Yeah, I think these goons are barely enough. I mean, the tank's doing their damage, but when there's no tanks left, they're just going to get on top of these stasis units. But hang on, there's no observer here. He needs to be careful of those mines. Oh, the observer's to the north. He does pull back, actually. I'm surprised he's not taking that opportunity to get on top of those stasis units, because it's almost not worth it then if you don't kill those.
Probably waiting for reinforcements, because like if he ran right now, the mines would get him. But then that gives time for Crazy to bring in more tanks.
Yeah, exactly. Terran will reinforce as well. And like I said, Crazy's been really good at reinforcing during fights here. And just showing his strength with like the macros constantly making units.
Definitely.
Yeah, Protoss doesn't have a big bank here. In fact, he's not even mining from the 9 o'clock due to lack of probes right now. Okay, there's one goon on a scouting mission, but he is not going to make it, I don't think. Landing that top left CC. Crazy's really mining a lot of money now. He's on the verge of building up enough just to overwhelm the Protoss. If Protoss can strike before that and take out the top left, maybe he still has a shot here. But Crazy's securing his high ground.
Yeah, so Crazy, but again, like, I don't really like this move. Like, unless he can take out the main, it's gonna be really hard. I don't like him having his units here when he has to defend the top left where he's trying to expand.
Well, I mean, if he cuts off this production, it's not like Space has a lot of money to break out with. But yeah, he is pulling back. He realizes the threat, but Space actually pulling back too. So yeah, Crazy's got to be careful here. He doesn't get caught unsieged and spread out, which is exactly what's about to happen. Okay, he does siege up some of them, but not all of them. And Protoss has such a wide arc here. This looks pretty good. Oh, but the goons actually do get clumped up quite a bit. Where are the Zealots? Where are the Zealots? Is this a goon-only army? Vulture's getting in position. One Zealot. Where's the Storm? He needs Storms right now. Very nice Storm. A few units coming in from the other side, and honestly, that makes all the difference. Even just a couple of goons coming in from the south actually makes a huge difference. And Space cleans up Crazy's army yet again. But during this, Crazy's still mining from the top left. Oh my god, those mines. Okay, well, he's pushed back from that one tank. I don't know if Crazy can keep this up, because I think he's not mining more than the Protoss yet. Every fight, we don't know which way it's going to go, but if Protoss can just crush his army once. But if Terran can just crush his army once, you know, it only takes one.
Well, it looks like Space is about to mine out in every base except the 3 o'clock.
You're right, it is too. That's it. Crazy's going to mine out in the 12 in just a moment, and the 3 has hardly anything left either. Oh, look at these Zealots, though, getting on top. Mines on your tanks. Protoss says thanks. He did only got one, though. Crazy pulled back just in time there. Get a siege up a better location. Yeah, this Terran army's still looking very superior here. He's not rebuilding any Arbiters, where I guess he doesn't actually have very much gas at all.
Yeah, he's like not really mining gas in most of these bases. He's got like 6 guys in gas at the 6 o'clock.
Let me see. Oh yeah, God. Well, they got to find something to do. Kind of unemployed probes. Still trying to make his way up to this top left, but not able to. That one zealot trying to save the world. Look at this Protostami getting in position here. Only one observer here. No arbiters. That's what he's really missing here. He needs to support that stasis. And this is a great siege up position for Crazy. Okay, it looks like Proto's not even going to try it. Oh, am I wrong? Oh, this is brave. Where is he going? Okay, here we go. He's going to come all from the left side. I would prefer it if he spread out more. These tanks hitting from the high ground. There's a lot of zealots here and even a DT in the mix. Can he get on top of these tanks? It looks like he will, and there's even a mine there. Oh my gosh, he's actually powering through. I'm surprised that fight went so far in Protoss' favor. And now what defends this top left? There's nothing in the way except these 2 tanks. Oh my gosh, is Space going to do it? Is he going to take out this top left now? This is Crazy's last lifeline, really, because the 3 o'clock's going to mine out in a minute. He only has 1 more spare CC. Can't believe I'm saying that.
There's some reinforcements going on, but they're coming in like piecemeal and getting cleaned up here. Finally, they grouped up, but it's not that many.
Those vultures tried to step forward and lay mines, and they just got decimated by the goons. These 3 tanks are not going to be enough, I think. And while this is happening, the CC's getting taken out. There's no SCVs in the high ground one either. Crazy's mining all but stopped. He says these few minerals over at the 3 o'clock. No tank to defend the 3 o'clock as well. Not Crazy. Space is suddenly knocking on the door. EMP's that Archon. I'm sure that Archon's sad, but they're still going to kill the CC. But yeah, suddenly there's no defense at the 3. If Space can get in there and stop that, that's all the mining for Crazy. Going to lose that CC as well. The 9 o'clock healthily mining. Suddenly everything looks in Space's favor. Vulture's coming up here. The CC does fall. I don't know if Terran can clean up with what he's got here, but he's going to try. Well, good mine hits.
There's even goons poking at the 3 o'clock. Yeah, Crazy taps out. Wow, what a game.
Yeah, nice move there by Space at the end, just breaking through the key location. That was such a close game, to be honest. Could have gone either way so many times. Damn. Really great series we had today. That's it for the games today, but don't forget we have a survey for everyone who played in CPL to fill out. I just posted in chat. If you missed me saying it like 5 times already, if you played in CPL, go fill out the survey. Give us the feedback for next season. But yeah, this is a really great cast of those amazing games. Keep it up, guys. I hope the semi-finals are only more exciting than that. And thanks for joining me, Cold Warp Gates. That's going to be it from us.